I'll go check. I can be our backup. I don't think they can hear.
It's all right. They couldn't hear it anyways.
Your mic decided to just not listen.
Oh,
Neat.
that explains it. I
Can they
thought
hear
I
us
could
now?
hear
Nah,
myself.
they can hear us. We only can hear Vicky and
So they can
Clockwork.
hear everybody now.
How's it going, guys?
Oh,
Hi,
okay.
we're back. I'm not dead yet.
I'm not
Please
trying to
stop
stab
it.
you, Brian. I just wanted the sword because you said I joked and said I should pop up behind you if
Guys
and then
make me
the audio
nervous.
didn't work.
Yeah. But hey, we
Put
are
the sword
back.
back.
We are back here. It's Nat Disaster. We're back for session 28A here after taking a little bit of a break. Still figuring some things out, but I'm glad I finally got.
Sword.
Yeah, don't break my sword.
I'm not going to. I think it might break other things.
It's steel. I think it's fine.
I was able to finally figure things out enough to get ready for this little side adventure that both Andy and Seabreeze took the high season on. So yeah, I'm.
You keep talking, ignore me.
God,
I want to put it out there. It's not really my fault. I think it's more Seabreeze's fault than mine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Andy's
Thank
just
you.
a victim of
He's
circumstance.
along for the ride.
Okay, you have to manually in OBS mute yourself afterwards because it won't let me change the settings on the stream deck. You can mute them manually, but you can't mute you. For some
Okay.
reason, it's not working with your audio source. And
Sorry,
I don't know
this is
why.
the first time we're trying to run my stream from here. So
That's why I'm here.
This-
I'm here for every stream.
this button right here.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, I know how to do things. I can run computers, guys. But hello, I'm Brian. Brian Creevy. I'm the DM, the Disaster Master here. Thank you to Aisha Kobe. Fuck you to Conlon Rose, the tech paladin who has to be here in every single session.
Only because you're incompetent.
Calling me out on
Oh.
stream. Calling me out on
I
stream.
called you out on stream multiple times. You at one point said, "I'm like a
Fighting
grandpa."
I'm
words.
when
gonna
it comes to
remember that for
computers."
Disaster Cast later.
You can do that. That's fine.
But alright, we don't have our full crew here today because, once again, like every single session in the heist, when there's a task that is given to the Lucky Sink, they split the party. So, with me today on this stream, I have the note taker of our group who can finally take more notes to talk about. We have Vicky.
Hi, I'm Vicky. I've been losing it without notes to take. I play Andy. He's a Tabaxi monk rogue. He's kind of like in a weird spot right now, but he's hoping to help his friend and help his teacher.
And then the other person joining us along for this adventure is Chaos quite literally blown in on the wind, the majestic beard himself. We have Callum.
Play Seabreeze, the kenku swashbuckler, elemental evil warlock, pirate, bastard.
Yeah,
Gotta add that last
Yeah,
one on
that
there.
pretty much sums it up.
he is a bastard.
He really is. It's gonna be so
But,
great.
like,
I'm
affectionate
scared.
way.
Yeah, I'm
a
scared
lovable
today, but I'm also really excited to see how this turns out.
Yeah, who knows?
Brian's worked up some really good story elements for today's.
I'm so nervous.
We gotta fucking roll the dice and see what the fuck happens.
Honestly, can I just pick a number between 1 and 20?
Yeah, go ahead. Pick a number between 1 and 20. Sure.
13.
13. And what is this 13 for? Just your chance of
I don't know.
success?
I don't know. I just want to pick my numbers instead of rolling. My dice don't seem to like me today.
Alright, well, 13. Well, remember, we'll see if 13 is your lucky number tonight. If for some reason one roll all depends on you making it, and 13's the cusp, and you're gonna just make it at that 13.
I forgot the bears.
I'm gonna fucking fail my death save, aren't I? Oh wait, no, that would pass though.
13 is a success, no worries.
But
There we go.
This is our little crew today. With Conlon's gonna
I'm going to leave
probably
very
disappear
shortly.
at some point.
Hi, I'm Conlon. I am the tech paladin and co-writer and co-producer, well, main producer, everything that isn't Brian's writing. That isn't my...
You're our producer.
I will be leaving in a couple minutes. I'm only here to make sure the stream doesn't die. As soon as he starts recap, I'm out. And hopefully there's no technical difficulties. You'll see. You might hear me on a phone call in like a half hour.
We'll see how everything goes.
I have to go to Home Depot and like run errands.
We might be able to work the problems out ourselves.
I have confidence in myself. I can figure it out.
You do have Google,
Hey,
Brian.
confidence
you
is
with that
key.
sometimes.
It is.
You're not as bad as Joe, who calls me and be like, "How does a laptop work?"
Oh god. But this is our crew for today, and we're gonna be picking up the adventure. We ended up last time in sessions 27, which I found hilarious because that's the amount of sessions that season 1 of our campaign had.
That's the exact amount of sessions.
Yeah,
Brian
we
right
get 27 sessions in, and then
And
we
we
just
just
need
stop.
a break. That's how it works.
But hey, we've finally broken 27, guys. It's 28A. So there's not really much of announcements other than just, hey, we're still like going back and forth to figure stuff out. This is just the first step of doing D&D again in some capacity here. We're still loving that we have 50 followers still on Twitch. We didn't lose anybody, so we still are.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, we got that affiliate still. So please just, like as always, like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. And
Watch
take
Disaster
this
Cast tonight.
Take this time also to go onto our YouTube channel, watch the previous disasters like I've been doing. I've been recapping on some old adventures, and there's great moments like the sorry moment, the fight between Nock and Naresh after everything. So many great moments. So check those stuff out. On
All the great moments are me
Yes.
and Vicky.
And then, like Conlon said, check us out on Disaster Cast tonight. Tentatively at 10 p.m., Conlon and I are going to be talking, and anybody else who wants to join. If Vicky, Callum, or Andrew wants to join, they can come in.
We'll see how I do it by then.
Somehow.
Yeah, fuck yeah. How do I join in? Is it on Discord or what?
Yeah, just simply right here, we'll be doing this, and then just talking about anything together in a podcast.
If I'm still human at 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'll hop on.
All right. Well, I have nothing else really to discuss. There's no sort of announcements or anything. So, guys, we can let today's heist disaster unfold.
In right.
So, previously on that disaster heist. Oh boy, guys. Good luck. Well,
Bye, Conlon.
Need it. Thank you.
on the night before the gala, the Lucky Sink met up at the Rainbow Tabaxi to have a wonderful night of celebration, which was interrupted by Seabreeze being captured by Yic LostSouls, a known
Fuck that guy.
mage, and bringing him over to Forgotten Storage. The group, rushing to their friend's aid, made it through the maze, figured out some trials and a way to basically just skip over the plans of how to actually get to Yic's place, only to find a sort of weird fog at the entryway that led over into this weird forest that seemed to have clocks growing out of their trees, with Delson seeing one image from his past. Getting into Yic's lair, they found Seabreeze incapacitated and unconscious in a chamber, and Yic LostSouls standing on the porch doing some sort of experiment with his magic while his two demon howlers sat out in the yard. Through deception, through tense conversation, through negotiation, the group was able to bargain for Seabreeze's life, even getting Seabreeze and Wet Hands, his ghost's opinions, in on the matter, to the point where they get Seabreeze back temporarily. He has to come back, and Yic will try to separate the necklace of what he needs for a map of the Clockwork Forest from Wet Hands himself. The group left, separated again. Delson and Rain had their own conversations, while Andy and Seabreeze Sepidov had a very wonderful hug. Went down to try to find Lairor and Phaeton and to say goodbye, but Lairor was a little bit out of it, so setting up plans to say goodbye tomorrow morning, then heading back up to the Rainbow Tabaxi Club to interact with some other friends that they've met along the way, but all before going to bed. We woke up in the morning, Seabreeze getting all of his affairs in action, sending using one of the unlucky fool cards that he had stolen from some of the guards to cancel the effects of the Gaius spell on himself before sending the rest of the 5 cards that he has over to Rain through Peach in the mail by giving Peach a platinum piece as a tip. That's a real big motivator. Seabreeze then left some of his affairs like the Chaos Fragments in the hotel, paying for another night until he walked out into the streets where there were 6 dragonborn guard waiting for him. The one who he'd made the deal with the night prior to lead them to Yic's place, the wizard who had stolen the unlucky fool cards and been causing a lot of chaos. That dragonborn's name, he was a red one named Rohan, and he came out with his entire team: Draken, the black dragonborn; Kai, the silver; Theron, a green dragonborn; Silzen, a bronze dragonborn; and Bell, a blue dragonborn. All of them walked across the town, guided by Seabreeze to Forgotten Storage, having some conversations among each other, just questioning Seabreeze's knowledge, things about the knoll as they marched on forward, until they did get to Forgotten Storage. While this is happening, Andy spilled all the beans on what has been going on in his life.
Spilled all the beans.
All of them. All of the beans on what has been going on in his life to both...
my bag of beans!
Both his next door neighbor in the monastery, Janora, and also his mentor and teacher, Chasan. Revealing the fact of what he had seen in his Clockwork Forest after they returned from freeing Seabreeze. Chasan had a few questions and wanted to see it himself, telling Andy, let's go right now. Andy, lead the way, leading them on a mad dash across the town, which only monks would be able to still function without a level of exhaustion on afterwards.
Yeah.
They arrived at Forgotten Storage around the same time Seabreeze came with the guard. Them being the ninja monks they are, rolled stellar stealth checks and just hopping on top of the storage crates. Seabreeze went in with all the paladins, had one encounter with 2 whites, which he got involved in with no magic unless magic to defend your life was the agreement, so he's been holding off a little bit with the magic. As walking through, he did see Andy run across the containers at one point with his high enough passive perception. And then as Andy and Chasan were running around, also reminder, Andy saw a little ring above a chest in a corner of the Forgotten Storage as they were running around, ignoring it because that's not their problem currently. Ran around on top around the pit, the sleeping pit that they were in before, and noticing Seabreeze and the 6 paladins going across the Duna platform into Yic's, the magical illusion that blocks the entrance to Yic's lair. Thinking they're going to wait maybe 10 minutes maximum to go in there to let them do their Forgotten Storage stuff, they sat on top of the storage crates and talked a little bit about this possible extra soul that resides within Andy. Down below, Seabreeze held on to the dragonborn held onto the shoulder of Seabreeze as Seabreeze led them all into the fog and on their way to the lair of Yic LostSouls. So that, guys, is where we ended off last time. So, Seabreeze, we'll start.
Yeah.
We'll start with you.
Okay.
So you lead the squad of paladins into the fog that you had returned out of with your compatriots the time before. As you're walking around, very quickly after getting inside, the fog becomes so thick you can barely even see the person that Rohan behind you holding his hand on your shoulder. He starts looking around and he's just like, how do you know your way through this? Is there some sort of beacon to lead us through?
I'm just gonna like go shh. Watch, rock, and just keep walking forward.
Watch, and then that echoes a little bit through the fog before dissipating. He does nod and keeps his guard up, and he whispers over his shoulder, "All right, keep your eyes open." And they all start, as you can't see, but they all start staying as quiet as they can. You can hear the clang of their armor as they're taking each step forward. Until soon, you can see trees appearing in the fog all around you. The same ones before, as you do notice, having the circular clocks into the side of the bark, just like before. The signs of this, you finally entering the Clockwork Forest. But
Okay, do I know what I'm about to see? Do I have an idea?
from what you and your friends have seen with this, and the conversations about it, it's something tied to the first person who walks into here sometime in their life. It seems like both from what Delson described and then what Andy is thinking, it's something tied to the person who walked in first.
Okay, so I'm going to draw Fazozaz Shalud and my Sentinel Shield.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to stay at the ready. And I'm probably very, hyper vigilant right now.
Okay. And as you're looking around, just keeping your senses as open as you possibly can, you start noticing that the trees begin to change form slightly. You can see wooden railings connecting the trees and the bark traveling from the roots to cover the ground in front of you. It's like wooden planks just kind of unfolding and filling in the space where the grass actually was. The forest begins to show signs of a ship. And you start hearing on the ground around you, rain begins to fall. And almost in a moment, it goes from a quick drizzle to a harsh downpour. As you're going around, the fog begins to lighten up, and you can hear the of the wind as there is the tree branches just swaying back and forth. A wind that came almost out of nowhere. You notice as...
Okay.
Go on.
So I'm going to say to Rohan, illusion magic, hold up.
Alright, hold spots, and all of them actually stop. And at this time, you can see the fog start separating a little bit to the point where you can actually see all of the dragonborn paladins behind you. And as the fog is spreading, you notice the rain coming down on top of you. It's not actually getting you wet. It's kind of like hitting your form and almost like just sliding off the side of it through your feathers, not actually connecting with them.
Okay.
To your side, you can stacks of barrels and crates that line all over the deck, and in front of you and about 50 feet from you, you see one tree that just grows out of the ground in front of you and to form one giant mast with a sail on it. And you can see at the very top is a black pirate flag. One that bears a familiar mark to one that you remember, Seabreeze. As soon as this does appear there, you can see Rohan be like, what is this showing us? He starts speaking before you can just hear a cacophony of different voices start shouting out, all hands on deck! Sea beast! Kraken! Hey, port side! And you can see shadowy figures just running all over the wooden planks in front of you, around the group of you paladins too. It seems the 6 paladins kind of move up all together in like a defensive circle as they're just looking around at all these figures moving around.
I'm going to move through the illusion.
You're gonna run forward past. Right now you see...
Not even run.
Okay.
Not even run. I'm very purposefully going to walk calmly through the illusion.
Okay. So you walk
to prove it to them that it's an illusion, and we're gonna make it through it without them noticing what they're seeing. Hopefully.
Okay. What are you walking through to try to prove this is an illusion? Are you walking through some?
Well, so there's people running back and forth. You said, right, and voices in commotion.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna walk straight and let them pass through me as they run back and forth.
So you move forward, and Rohan's kind of just like, "Hey, where are you going?" And then you seem to you're about to walk into this person. The shadowy figure hits and bumps you, and kind of just shifts to the side, and then around you, and just continues as if he never even touched you before. But you did make some sort of odd contact. It was almost like your body kind of repelled theirs.
Okay. That's weird.
And as that happens, you can see a giant clawed hand comes up to the side of the boat behind you over one of the railings and just crashes down into the wood in the side of the rope, not 10 feet from where you are. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Fucking sweet. All right. Dexterity saving throw. That's 23, sir.
23. So you it shook up the boat a little bit, but you were able to hold your ground. And as that wood is just torn away, just the splinters you can hear with every single crack of the wood, you see a kenku figure in front of you, multicolored, fall onto the ground. This one not shadowy, in full color with a tricorn hat on and worn traveler clothes. Fall onto the ground.
He's not shadowy?
What?
He's not shadowy?
No, he is not shadowy at all.
I'm gonna go grab him.
You run up to this one, and as you go, you kind of touch, and your hands kind of repel as he's on the ground, and you look. This is you, my friend.
Yeah, I know it is. I'm trying to save myself, sir.
And Rohan shouts out, "What are you doing?" through the storm, and before you even get a chance to respond, you just hear a voice come from on top of the actual deck of this boat. You can see the shadowy form and the size of your old captain just shouting down, "Wind Whisper, get your worthless feathered ass down to the cannons. Show some useful skills for once in your life." And you can see...
Okay, so I couldn't touch myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm ignoring the captain.
Mm-hmm. I'm
going to turn to Rohan and say, let's go. And I'm going to, do I remember how this memory ends?
You start...
Because I need them to get out of the way of... You had mentioned that the mast breaks, right?
In your memory, you remember that the mast, as soon as you started getting up, the mast breaks and falls down.
I need Rohan and the other knights to get out of the way of that.
Okay.
In case it does affect them as well.
At this time...
Also, I need to, propel them towards the end of my memory.
Okay. As you are remembering this, you look at yourself, and then you turn and you look up, and in this exact moment, you see the claw that you remember reaching out over where you used to be and just slashing into the side of the mast itself. The wood splintering and cracking as the mast starts turning over, and you have this moment to react. It looks like it's gonna...
I'm going to cast Gust of Wind to catch it.
You're going to cast Gust of Wind on the actual mast?
Yes.
Okay. You push out and cast Gust of Wind on the actual mast, and it seems to hold it for a second, and your image kind of, almost kind of in a way, seems like the mast is trying to fall, and everything around you for a second, shakes for a second. But
and I'm going as I'm casting Gust of Wind, I'm going to I guess nod my head and make some noise for them to move and run, so that the mast doesn't fall.
Okay, they start looking at you in this moment, and they move forward cautiously. They're like, "Do you need help with that thing?" They seem to be running towards the mast to try to hold it up.
I'm going to make I'm letting them know that I don't need help. I think I had to make noise to cast Gust of Wind. I think there's a verbal component.
Mm-hmm. So they did see.
So I'm still breathing out.
Okay.
And I'm just shaking my head.
Please roll an intelligence saving throw as you're trying to hold this spell up, and it seems like something's trying to...
Fuck! Alright, my intelligence saving throw is an 8.
8! So there's
an 8.
There's a moment where you kind of feel not damage, but you just feel a little pain in your head, and a little bit of blood trickles down your nose, and the air just out of your feathers just stops. And then everything already stops fizzing, and the mass is falling down on you one more time. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
And this is something where Rohan got close enough too, so he's going to also have to roll one.
I got a 25.
25. You dodge out of the way of it. At the same time, Rowan kind of moves, grabs your form, and pushes you to the side as the mast falls down. And it lands on top of some crates, cracking them open, and now kind of teetering that crate on the side of the ship where it's ripped open.
Right. No. I'm gonna go grab the crate that's about to fall. Because I remember that. Yeah.
Okay. You run over, and Rowan's just like, "Stay over here. Where are you going?" As you run over to that area of where the crate is, you are able to hold on to the side, and it's teetering. You can see the mast on top of it, and your form right in front of it. The mast barely above you. It looks like if it didn't hit this crate, it probably would have landed on your previous form's leg. And you
Fun.
and you remember exactly what's happening next. As you're holding this crate up, you peer inside, and you see the same statuette that you remember seeing in there before. Covered in seaweed, it seems to depict some beast or creature seemingly made out of clouds. You can see a face depicted that's coming through like slits, and a mouth as constant. You can hear the wind noise blowing in and out. And as you start hearing the sound again, everything around you starts to slow down. The wind outside.
Can I grab it out of my previous one's hand?
Your previous one's not holding it yet. He's standing there and kind of just like looking at it.
Can I fucking grab it?
You're trying to grab.
I know what this is. I need this, right?
You remember this is where you made your pact.
Right. So I definitely want this.
Okay.
This is like my direct connection to the ever-raging storm.
Okay, so you try to grab it?
Yes.
I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Shit. At least I'm proficient in them. It's a 21.
21. You're actually able to put your hand on it, and it's almost like you're digging through something that's trying to repel you. Like, you put your hands, and once you get close, there's some force pushing beyond, but you're able to push back. There is a little bit more of blood that comes trickling down your nose, but you are able to make contact with it. And in that moment, it kind of opens up in your mind for a second. There's like a pulsation that you do feel everything around. And you just hear it no longer coming out of it, but you hear in your head just that breathing that you hear on the wind that you know typically is a sign of when the ever-raging storm has made some sort of contact with you in the past. And the moment around you kind of freezes for a second.
Okay. So I'm going to speak to him hurriedly. Because I'm fairly confident I only have a few seconds. So I'm going to say, look, I fucked up. I need your help. I know I keep asking for help, and I know I keep fucking up. Yic LostSouls is trying to do something with this map, this space, this extra dimensional pocket. He needs it for something. It's not kosher. I'm just letting you know that I'm diverging from your path to fuck this guy up and make him pay for taking away a friend of mine. If that's a problem, punish me later. Help me.
Roll a persuasion check.
Ooh, I'm good at those. Okay. That's a 16.
16. You hear on the wind just... Do what you feel you must, as long as you don't stray from the wind. Stick around and recount on the pact that you made to me. And you feel like the wind kind of up through your hands that are still trying to dig. The wind coming and the statue kind of fills and goes around your form a little bit. You can see it swirling around until it's completely surrounding your form. You take a breath in, and when you open your eyes for a second, you feel completely well rested. You can basically take the effects of a long rest.
Ooh, neat.
Get those spells back, boy.
It's just the one that I just cast, but I'll take it.
Well,
And you're hit.
still.
And 3 hit points.
Hey.
And then as this forms back, time comes back into some sort of movement. You can see Rohan, who and everybody who was frozen before, moving towards you and be like, "Are you okay?" And then as this moment happens, you see the statue you were holding flashes. And the old version of you, who's there moving in normal speed just like you, contrary to the rain that's now falling down slowly all around you. You see him lean in closer to the statuette, and you know the words that are about to be spoken back to you. However, you hear them out loud once more as well. You seek worth, purpose, power. Power to be free from the powers above you, powers that restrict you, bind you. Your soul has traveled the winds wherever they took you, and yet you still feel wrong, out of place, alone with no crew. A new wind is whispering in your ear now, my feathered friend. No longer will you be alone, for you can be a part of the ever-raging storm. Your wind will fuel the storm that will connect all, and you to the crew that you seek. You can have a worth, a purpose, and power to use as you see fit in this world. The storm accepts all that add to its force and needs every gust to whip up new winds. Now what say you? Do you accept my powers to give you the freedom you seek in exchange for your servitude? Your devotion to the storm that will release you from the path that has bound you.
Absolutely.
In this moment, you say at the same time your form currently to Wind Whisper down below, saying absolutely, mimicking almost the exact same voice all over again. And in that moment, you can see this blue glowing orb kind of comes out of the storm statuette's mouth and hovers in front of your old form. And a part of it breaks off and comes over to you as well.
Ooh, I'm going to touch it.
Your old form grabs grabs the actual orb itself, and you grab that one as well. And as you touch it, both you in your current form and the one you see before, you can see the magic kind of streak up both of your arms like veins until it does cover your entire form. And you feel energized like you did that day when you first made the pact. Rohan comes over to you at one point and he puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Does he see the lightning? Like, can he see it?
See the stuff coming up your arm? He's looking at you as he's seeing the light coming up your body. So it looks like he's seeing what you're seeing.
I'm just gonna say getting help.
He looks down at the statuette and then looks at you. You can see him look over this edge of where the ship should be, peering in between trees, and what you can see water actually just moving in between the actual land of the trees out there. And he's like, "My God, what is that?" And you look out and you see the same thing you remember from the first time you were in this experience. A monstrous face with large, icy cold eyes rises out of the water surrounded by these trees, connected to your boat like a mass, almost like some weird mixed nightmarish monster coming out. You look up and you can see only in flashes of lightning that go up from the sky as this eye shines, then goes back to darkness, flashes again, and is looking out in your direction.
Okay. I'm going to release the power no, you know what? I'm not. Let me think. How did I deal with it last time?
You remember from last time, this thing is about to try to reach out in your direction. Your form stood up and the box and the mast fell off into the water, and then you just pushed your hands forward and summoned an almost hurricane-like breeze to push you away from the beast.
Yo, I know what I'm gonna do. All right, can I see enough past the beast? Like what is 60 feet from me?
The beast is 50 feet from the edge of the ship, so he's within 60 feet. Callum.
Yeah, I'm thinking real quick. Hold on. I am reading. I'm going to drop my Sentinel Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Pull out Hurricane Breeze.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Airstream on myself.
Okay.
to move 60 feet. No, well, like up to the creature. And then I'm going to, in the same motion, stab it in the eye with Fazoz's Shalou.
Okay. So you, as
Like a warp jump stab. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So just
Cool.
describing everything that's going on. We're all just looking down as the mask falls with the box, and your old form stands up. You can see this beast is just moving his arm towards you, and your old form just takes all the energy that's surrounding around him and just pushes it out forward in a direction, focused directly, almost like a little bullet stream coming out towards the beast. And as you do this, as you pass through this, you current with your rapier conjures up the portal, and you fall. Your form just falls through. For a second, you just looking around your surroundings, and you see just the open sky. But the weirdness of this moment is you kind of still just see the clock surrounding you in this area as it's like falling down with, and then you fall back through the portal, and you appear right above this monster with your blade, and you're trying to make an attack at it.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Okay, so actually I get advantage because I'm the only creature within 5 feet. Yes.
Yes. Swashbuckler.
Fantastic. Yeah, swashbuckler. So that is a big old 26 to hit.
That does hit, but roll an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, so this is a fucking intelligence saving throw. I got a 24 actually.
24. Okay, so at this moment that your past form sends out that blast towards the creature, the claw coming down to kind of strike where you're at, your form just comes up and just stabs the rapier through the form. Same thing as before we tried to make context. Almost like this illusory form kind of like is fizzing out with the actual interaction from something that didn't happen in this moment. And you can see the creature, it actually affects for a second. Like stuttered roars of this draconic like creature as its form comes up, and you can see the blast kind of hit into the form from your previous form. You see the claw come down and hit the ground, and a wave pushes the ship in the opposite direction with your hurricane blast pushing the ship as well, and the beast kind of falls back. You are now plummeting towards the ground as well. 1 second though, I need to do something real quick. Since you're no longer on the ship, you can't see it happening, but I still need to know what happened. Okay. You see the ship get blasted away into a different direction, and then your form is falling into what you see is just treetops surrounded with water, just surrounded almost like a weird swamp that's trying to mix ground, because you can see the dirt and the grass under the water, but it's completely just liquid. And you fall into the ground as you see the beast form moving off into a different direction.
Wait. I fall onto the ground. Can I catch myself or anything?
So you're falling by tree branches right now. Are you trying to grab one of them?
Or I could use the hurricane breeze to like shoot myself directly onto the ground.
You could.
And like, yeah, I was gonna do that.
Okay. So you're using another airstream?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So you cast another airstream as you're falling. You go through that portal again, that 1 second going through the airplane for a second before you land on the ground, and you can just see the water, like you're standing on dirt and ground, but you can see water, and as you look below you, you can see like actually the waves just rising and avoiding your form, kind of just parting around you. And in that moment, everything kind of fogs up for a second, and then it comes back, and you can see the ship in front of you again. The storm, you can hear the same calls again from before that you heard from previous crewmen that were just shouting out, saying things just like,
I'm going to pass
deck.
through the illusion now. Like, I'm going to circumvene it now that I'm on the ground.
Mm-hmm. So you're walking basically on water that's just moving around these trees, and you can see the same sea creature again to your side, not aware of your presence or anything, just trying to attack the ship again, and you start walking around the ship itself. You see the whole events play from the outside once more, except just walking around the ship until you get to the front where you can see the lights in the windows from the captain's corner, the quarters, just glowing a really bright white light.
Look there.
So you get up to this edge of your ship. It is.
Are the knights with me?
You don't.
Or are they?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, that's terrible. Perception. That's an 11.
An 11. Okay. You do not see any of them currently from where you're at on the actual water outside. You see the captain's quarters, and you try climbing back up onto the ship. As you do, grab onto one of the nettings on the side of the ship. Once more, the ship kind of gets blown away as the events played out from before, when the ship got blasted into a direction before everything kind of resorts once more and starts over. And by this time, when you get to the top of the actual side of the ship, you can see the green dragonborn with the large tower shield still just standing there, just looking out and be like, "You, where did you go? What happened to everyone else in my squad? Answer me now."
I don't know where everyone went. I don't know, right?
Come here. And this one over here, that's Farron, comes over and kind of like, if you'll allow, otherwise you can try to resist, tries to grab the scruff of your shirt just to hold.
Yeah, that's fine.
She's like, "How do we get out of here?"
Right there. That light.
You point towards the door where you can see the white light glowing around the captain's quarters door, and she's like, and she drops you, and she's like, "Open it first."
I'm gonna put my weapons away and go ahead and do that.
Okay. All right. And as you open the door, you can see the blinding white light that you saw the other time that you were in here with Andy when they made their way through the fog. Do you walk through? Seabreeze?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You walk forward, and as you do, you see Farron kind of running behind you as the mask starts falling once more behind her. And you guys go through the blinding white light. Andy.
Hi.
So Andy, you are last thing you saw is Seabreeze and the rest of the paladins walk off of the Duna platform and go through the form. You sat with Chasan for a few minutes.
I think we ended last session with us starting into the fog, I believe.
What? Oh, you said the last thing I remember from when I watched it is you guys said it'll probably take them 10 minutes, because I said a few minutes, and you said 10 minutes maximum for them to get through the fog. Yeah. So I don't know if you were waiting still or if you're going in.
I'm gonna hold on to the edge of the crate and kind of jump in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna listen and see if I can hear any commotion going on inside.
Roll a perception check.
Got it. Second. It's been a while. 14.
14. You listen and everything's completely quiet. You can just see the fog moving in front of you. Just the normal fog in the actual storage container you're in, but then the more thick one just feeding into this area. As you're listening intently for 30 seconds or so, you don't hear any commotion, but you hear a very strong wind coming from the fog.
And I don't recall that being a feature last time, I assume?
No.
Okay, so I want to wait it out. I guess probably Chasan followed me, right?
At this moment, after you listen, Chasan swings down and be like, do you think it's safe to go in? Do you hear something?
I think we should wait for that wind to die down. I just listen.
Your friend's stirring up some trouble?
Usually is.
That actually gets a little bit of a smile on Chasan for a second. And he's like, very well. Well, let me know when you feel like it's fine to go in. It's a tricky thing. If this is some sort of gateway or portal to the Clockwork Forest. I'm not quite sure how it all works.
Well, we've been through twice. First time it was my friend's house fire. Second time it was what I told you about. So I don't know. It seems like whoever walks in first, we get punted into their life.
And he walks forward back a little bit past you, not to the fog, but to the end of the storage crate, and just looks through. And he's just like, so, if your friend passed through there, they may be reliving some moment in his life, or possibly something yet to come.
Probably, yeah.
What have you known of that one? He's quite curious.
Oh, he's a warlock.
He looks at you, doesn't really break face or anything.
Yeah.
Just like, you don't see too many of those, and openly admitting that. Is he from around here?
No, he's a pirate, actually.
A pirate?
Yeah.
Is he one of the ones from... hold on one second, let me just get the name right. Do you know if he's one of the few who are terrorizing down in the Daggerous docks beyond Shield Falls?
I'm gonna answer honestly and say I have no idea.
Yeah.
He does like to cause trouble, but I don't think he'd hurt anybody.
We haven't seen too many pirates up here in quite some time. You say he's a pirate, but he doesn't hurt anyone.
I've never seen him hurt anybody. Well, I've seen him hurt people's things, but never a person. I think he's just a little bit excitable.
Do you think he knows what he's doing? He's just he's a warlock, and he's in there with 6 of the guard?
Yeah. I hope he doesn't lose any of them.
I think he shouldn't worry about losing them, more so getting in trouble himself.
He's good at talking to people.
So you're thinking of leaving him to handle it himself? Is there any part of you that's wants to help him currently? And he looks back as the wind just blows back through.
I think he can handle it. Past, fine. It's Yic I'm worried about. I think he's stronger than he looks.
Your friend or this wizard?
The Noel.
I don't want to be getting involved with anything in that regard. I know we're only here for this, but this is your mission. I'm following you on this. I don't want to get involved. I don't want you to get involved with anything involving a wizard in the city, Andy, especially with what we might discover going into this forest together.
Little late for that. But I know what you mean. I don't want to fight this guy either. If Seabreeze gets hurt, I'm gonna want to get him out of there.
Just know there's a lot of things I can't tell you about that are going on in the city currently, and if what you're saying is true, what you heard, what we're going to hear in a few moments, this wizard is actually not that's high on the priority list dealing within the city. I want to help your friend, but right now you could be very important to what's going on in this city, Andy.
I don't want to be.
Chosen one.
I didn't ask to be important.
Nobody ever does. I don't think... Look, importance is often pushed on people without them knowing.
1 second, let me find that guy's name. I have something snarky I want to say. Who's that Furbolg at the monastery? Kind of an asshole.
I would have to look through my notes.
1 second.
The one that I tripped or the one that tripped me?
The one that you tripped.
Which I think is
And
the
that
same.
tripped you.
It's the same person.
Same person.
Yeah.
Is it Fathine?
Fathine.
No, that was a different person.
Fathine was that.
No, I have Fathire, maybe? Fathir?
I think that was it. I don't have the exact name. Like I said, I would have to fucking search for that
I'm
guy's
just
name.
gonna say something like, oh, Fathir would be very jealous.
Yes.
Kick my ass if he knew.
He'd fucking try. I'd set his desk on fire.
Someone like him searches for power. The ones who search are never the ones who end up using it correctly. The ones that power chooses itself, those are the ones that you trust with power the most. And though I'm still holding on to that shred of hope. It's not, but if power is thrust upon you, you're going to be a lot more important than he ever will be.
At least it's kind of funny.
As you laugh, like, you feel the sand around you of Zolo kind of like shake a little bit too.
Yeah, I just say at least it's kind of funny.
What is?
Oh, that he'll be annoyed.
Yes. And you, for a second, you realize in this moment the wind kind of dies down a little bit.
I'll stand up and be like, well, I think that's our cue.
Yes, well,
I should probably go in first if you want confirmation.
lead the way. And he puts a hand on your shoulder.
I'll just pat it and walk.
And you guys walk into the fog.
Yeah. Are his hands warm?
His hands are actually pretty cool. It's not like cold, but
Yeah.
it's like almost like he's got control of his body temperature. Like he keeps it like a nice even around to the chill going on right now.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's interesting.
Okay, now Seabreeze.
Yes.
Seabreeze, you walk through the door and you see the familiar sight that you've seen before, the courtyard of actual Yic LostSouls. The bones kind of just scattering on the ground, the two different demon houses on the sides, and the large manor in the background. And you can see the 5 other of the dragonborns just looking around and shouting, "Farron! Farron!" and looking around before you come through, and then Farron comes right behind you as well.
Something?
What?
Did I forget my sentinel shield in the Clockwork Forest?
You did drop it, and you didn't
Yep.
necessarily recover.
All right. That's totally fine. I totally did not pick it back up. That's my bad.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks a lot.
Buddy!
Oh, that sucks so bad.
Didn't you pay money for that?
I paid so much money for that.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh man, I did a cool finishing move though, like special move.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I hate everything.
Aw. Oh, God. Gone forever now.
Yeah, that was so shitty.
So cool move.
I'll
Drop
make
my
Yic take me
shield,
back in
pull
and
it
get
out. Whoa! Shit, I left my item.
Oh, fuck, my shield.
I
My super cool. Oh, you know what? I'll just take that bitch's tower shield.
So as you come through, you have this realization, shit, I left my shield, and you turn around a little bit as Farron's there, and she kind of like holds on to you, and Rohan just like he sees you all and comes up to you. What was all of that? He comes up and he's like close to in your face, towering over you right now.
I forgot my shield.
Not you trying to go back. What did we just see? You said it was some sort of illusion, but... And he looks at you and or everybody else, and then seriously down to you. I can tell that was you in there.
Of course. It's called the Clockwork Forest. It's magic. It's an illusion. It's history. It's me, but I'm here. What do you want?
That was...
And I look at him like very, very aggressively. Like I'm probably pretty pissed off that I forgot my shield, and I'm like, what? Fuck. I got you guys out of there. I dealt with the fucking monster. Like, everyone's safe.
Do you say... But that was something in there from your history. You made a pact with some sort of creature. I heard those words.
And
you can see the other ones walk over. It looks like Draken, the one who has the serious arch eyebrows. Oh, we had our suspicions that you were the one who we might have been searching for in this town. This is all the proof that we need right here.
all proof that you need of what? I haven't done anything.
You've been causing chaos across the whole town, Rohan says. This is something that... I saw some honesty in you. I wanted to see if I can prove some way that you weren't, but looking at what you made a pact with a deity right there?
You've made a pact with a deity, Rohan.
I have
You're a paladin.
promise to a god, not some weird wind creature.
What's the difference? What is the difference?
Listen, we are...
I use my magic for good the same as you. Just because my version of good is not the same as yours.
That magic is tainted. The ones who are allowed to use magic are the ones who get it from the gods, the ones who know how to properly use it. Something from a deity like that is not something that we can just allow having around just as is. He just looks and he's just like...
I follow the city's rules. I'm very careful to follow the city's rules.
You've been using unauthorized magic. We know that was you, the two kenkus that the guard has been looking for in the city.
How could I be more than one kenku?
Look, and he looks at you, and he kind of just actually takes his hand. I don't know if you're trying to resist anything, but he grabs your arm and kind of wipes a little bit, and you can see a lot of the disguise kit come off, and you can see the...
Oh yeah, no, totally. That's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a colorful kenku.
Listen, you're here. He looks at
the colorful one is the one that was being charged with using the smoke bottle.
The smoke bottle in the first location of the first night that you guys were here.
Yeah, well, I don't have a smoke bottle guy. Like, I know what I've been accused of, and I know that you guys are upset at me for having magic, but I haven't done anything wrong. In fact, I'm doing something right by trying to help you out. This guy that we're trying to get kidnapped me.
And how do we know this isn't a trick? Seeing that you work in dark powers like that.
You don't know it's not a trick, but look where we are. Look what we just went through to get here. There's bones everywhere. Do you really think this guy's a good guy? Are you serious, Rohan?
He looks around at everything around. He's just like, look, this is something that we have. This is important to take this wizard down, and I'm thankful for that, but we also can't...
If you need me to leave the city, I'll leave the city. But I haven't done anything wrong, and you can't arrest me. You know that.
And he
You would have already if you could.
puts his hand up, and he's like... And he gets down on a knee, and he looks...
I'm just trying to help you.
He gets down on a knee and looks as you do say that to him, and he's like... Look, the reason I didn't arrest you immediately, because frankly I saw through it pretty quickly, is you showed genuine honesty. You showed concern. These are traits that you normally don't see in somebody who uses magic for darkness, but look, what we just saw in there, that is not the right path. And look, it looks like there was a creature in you that existed before magic inhabited your veins. It looked like from his guard, and he looks back, he's just like, seemed like you got in quite a bit of scrapes while you were on that ship. You're a little bit of a fighter, but you have no discipline. You use this magic all willy-nilly, and this is what the guard teaches magic for, to use it properly. There needs to be rule and order. You need... I can tell you are good, but you're using it in ways that I cannot allow. After all of this, you need to come back with me, and we'll figure out what to do with you from there. As right now, we're still trying to get this wizard, but you are, after this, effectively under arrest until we figure out what to do with you. Just
Hard path. But
don't
I don't
argue, don't fight. I can help you and guide you. You don't have to use these magics from something like that. I can tell you have a good heart. Stop putting it to waste. And at this time, you kind of hear like a low growl. And Rohan kind of...
I'm just gonna look past him, roll my eyes, and say, incoming.
And they stand up, and he turns around, and what you can see walking towards both of you, these two monstrous howlers just looking at you and just... And the rest of the guard stands up from there.
It's a really good monster noise.
Thank you, Vicky.
Good job.
And Vicky, so as we pause right there, Vicky, or Andy,
Uh-huh.
you're walking.
That was incredible.
You're walking through the fog, and you can see the trees coming up once more as you get a little bit deeper within.
I kind of click my tongue along to one of the clocks.
You can see them all going at different speeds in different directions, but one seems pretty in time that you were able to keep up with.
Yeah.
And Costin looks around kind of fascinating. And he walks up to one of the trees and he actually touches it down the side, and he's like, it almost feels like glass.
Oh, really? I touch it.
And you do feel the smoothness of glass, almost like a window, but a little bit more finer.
I'm gonna tap it. Does it make the noise of it?
Ding, like you're tapping on a window.
Huh.
And as you do, the actual hand starts spinning in different directions with each time you tap, and then until you stop and it goes back in that one direction you're going.
Does the tree itself feel like glass, or just where the clock is?
You start feeling the bark, and the rest of the bark does feel like a normal tree, but the glass itself, it feels like a window.
I'm gonna put my eyes up to it and peek through. Can I see anything?
You look through as you put your hands like this, and you can see different little stretches, like little streaks put into different marks, almost like a counter around in a circle. You see, almost like as you put your hand to it, it looks like there's a white background for the most part, but you go like this and you can see almost like the actual inside of the tree, like it goes hollow beyond the clock. You can't see anything inside the tree, but you can tell there is something beyond it.
I like motion for Carson to do the same thing. It's kind of cool in there.
He looks and he's just like, this place is powered by some strange magic. I've never felt something like this before.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I just start walking.
And as you turn, you can see the cobblestone of the monastery start forming in little patches in the grass. And Carson looks down. He's like, I assume that way?
Yeah, I'll head towards the gazebo, I believe is where it happened last time.
Mm-hmm.
So
and you can see as you are curving around some trees and more of the pathway starts forming some of the pillars around too. Carson just staring in amazement as it's not as if they grow out of the ground, but it's like as if they're not there and then the perception just like appears. And you notice too he's very looking over almost every time, like he's perceiving as something's appearing in his vision that was not there beforehand. And then ahead of you, you can see Shylin's Breeze, the gazebo ahead, pop up in the near distance.
Do I still see the person like hiding behind things, trying to listen and stuff?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. 9.
9. You take a moment as you see this and look around, and you're not seeing anybody, any creature that seems to be hiding. But you do see what seems to be like almost like this creature that kind of crawls out of the tree towards a hole, and it looks almost like an armadillo with bunny ears on. And just
a bunadillo.
And it looks at you and then just burrows into the ground around there, going underneath some of the tile.
Okay.
And he's like, and Carson stops next to you and he points up and he's like, is that where it happens?
That's where it happened last time, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if it's the same memory every time. I've only been through once.
Yes, but it's a lot of these things sometimes are cognizant in a way. Whatever's more on your mind. You realize that you probably don't know what that word means. It's like it's a lot to do with what's going on in your head. This seems to be something you're thinking about, so I'm hoping that it's maybe tied to that and making it reoccur.
I'm definitely thinking about it.
And he walks up ahead with you following behind.
Yeah.
You can catch the end half of that conversation from before as you see the creature hunched over. Whatever you can do, I can't do it myself anymore. Just do it. I'll find a way out. And everything kind of resets again as Carson starts walking up the steps on the side where you two normally meditate together. And it's across the way where you can see as the two shadowy figures once more start reciting the words. You say that you can keep me from dying, but I won't be myself. Now, what's the point of that? As long as you stay a part of the monastery afterwards, your power is something that I actually need. You'll be bound to us, but yes, there's one who came in recently. I can slip you in with the spell. Whatever you can do, I can't do it myself anymore. Just do it.
I just say in my head, you hearing this shit?
Love you, Vicky. And as Carson's there staring at it, and you can see him kind of like, actually once, for the first time, his shoulders kind of slump for a second. He's just like, well, I don't want to say I was doubting you, but I was hoping that you weren't so good at remembering details.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't take it personally.
And the scene replays that one more time, and he says, looking over the forums, he's like, that one over there is definitely the infinite one.
Yeah.
I need to confirm something back at the monastery later today.
Okay.
I'll try to figure this out. You see him for the first time kind of flustered. You've never seen him stumble over his words really before.
Mm-hmm.
But he just looks over it. He kind of like tries to touch the form of the one, not the infinite one, but the other one, and kind of just. His hand kind of gets repelled a little bit. He's just like, all right. I've seen it now. I know what I must do. And what do you need to do now?
Probably make sure my friend doesn't die.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Andy, just know that
I have a plan.
I have no way to know for certain, but I believe you probably do inhabit this one. And he looks back at it for a second. He's like, I don't know much, but this one is probably a time rider.
I feel like I wouldn't be seeing it if he wasn't, right?
This is all new magic. I've never seen anything like this before. Slipping somebody's soul in with another.
Kind of shitty.
Something needs to be done. And he looks at you with like an actual firm, almost like confidence. He's like reassuring something needs to be done about this.
What if is it possible that maybe somebody was pretending to be the Infinite One that day? Maybe it wasn't actually them.
He sighs and says, It's possible. With magic, almost anything's possible. I don't understand how this works, but it's possibly just somebody using disguised self or some other forms of deception.
It just would be a shame if... It would be a shame if it were actually them.
Everything in the monastery, it goes against our practices. At this moment, you hear a sound with your passive perception, and Chasan looks a little bit beforehand, and you see a really rapid footsteps running in your direction until it stops right at the base of the gazebo. And you look down, and you see a pink-haired quickling who's just standing there, just be like, where are you guys always going? Where are we? And you can see Peach.
How did you get here?
Peach is just like, Serenity told me to find Seabreeze. Say thank you. I don't know. We kind of just find the people we're meant for, and I don't. What is this place, Andy?
It's. Don't worry about it.
Well, I think he's this way. I'm gonna.
Can you. When you get back to them, can you tell them that we're in forgotten storage, but we're fine?
Okay. Also, anything Seabreeze wants, Peach pulls out platinum piece. He tipped me well today, so I am... Any messages you guys need to deliver. And bites the little piece again.
Do you know what time it is?
It's like... I think it's coming up around, like... 10? Or probably, like, 10:30 or so.
Okay. If it gets to be... Never mind. Do you have another whistle?
Feels up on her pouches a few times. You can see this giant messenger bag that she kind of opens up very large for a second. It looks larger than what it should be able to open up to that degree, and she reaches around in there, and it's like, I got this one. This is my first one. It's really used. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Can I take it?
And she hands it to you. You can see it's like chipped in some place. It almost feels like there's some sort of like viscous something around the outside of it.
I just
sorry, that was
wipe it off.
That was Serenity's original one.
Yuck.
I wipe it off. Okay. I'm just not gonna put my mouth directly on it. That's fine. Put it in my pocket.
Oh, if you,
Okay, I might need to call you later if that's all right.
of course, this sea breeze is paid for my day.
Cool.
He's like, all right, and she's like, see you later, Andy, and runs off further into the forest, and you can see goes down the pass until a little puff of white light goes off around a tree.
They are so fast.
Yes. Andy, I don't want to get involved in anything with any sort of wizard, but if you need help getting your friend out of there, no, it's not our fight.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not asking you to fight this guy. I know that's not our deal. I just don't want him to... I feel like if things go bad, he probably won't just kill him. And that's more what I'm worried about. He seems malicious, I think is the word.
Well,
dangerous.
You do what you need. I will make sure that you get out of there alive.
Yeah.
I don't know who this wizard is. I really can't let them know someone like me, somebody with the monastery, is out here that could stir up trouble. So I'll remain hidden, but I'll be watching and you need me, okay?
I don't want to fight him. I just want to
then
make sure that nothing happens.
Then grab your friend and go.
Yeah.
Just grab him and leave.
Wait, do you think that the guard will be like, hey, he got taken out of our grasp. Oh no, manhunt. That would be bad.
That is your friend's problems to bear. This is something you can't get involved in. If you can, throw up a hood or something. Don't try not to let them see who you are.
Yeah. I'll take out my black cloak. I was probably wearing my yellow one. I'll take the yellow one off, put the black one on.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky, can I just tell you something?
Yeah.
Carson, but
I'm planning on using cone of cold to freeze them so that I can get away.
The paladin?
Yeah, the fucking paladins. These fucking dickheads.
Well, I don't know that.
No, I'm telling you that because I wanted someone to know, but I'm planning on using Cone of Cold because it's 8d8. No, and I'm going to try to tell them one more time, leave me alone. I haven't done anything wrong. I just want to be free. I haven't hurt anyone. Yada, yada, yada. If they try to arrest me, I'm going to fucking blast their shit with a Cone of Cold. Okay. And then I'm going to turn invisible and run away. And that's just what's going to happen.
Okay. Well, Andy doesn't know this, so he's going to pull up his black hood.
And Carson pulls out a little Carson pulls out a black handkerchief and hands to you to kind of like tie around, bandana to kind of like tie around your face a little bit.
Cool. I do that. I'm like, I feel kind of
You probably
like,
look swanky.
I feel like...
Delson?
I want to say like Zorro, but I know he doesn't exist in this universe.
The Shadow. You feel like the Shadow.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I'm going to be like, yeah, I kind of feel like the Shadow in this.
Alright, lead the way, Andy. We need to try to make this in and out. You don't want to get involved in something that can get you or your friend killed.
Yeah. You're so smart.
And you're too important to let die once more.
Oh, shucks.
And
you too. I go in.
And you lead on forward towards the blinding white light and
stealthily
roll a stealth check.
Yes, sir. Ooh, so good. 28.
28, okay.
Nice.
As you're walking forward and you go through the blinding white light. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a break right here as we're about to go into the
Valid.
Brian, I'm so fucking mad at these paladins.
Dude, one of them
They're cops.
one of them was trying to give you a chance to be on the good, lawful side, and then he saw the black magic.
He wants to make you a fucking paladin.
I know he does, and I just want them to let me be free. That's all Wind Whisper wants.
Well, some people have different motives. This is his, but we'll see how everything plans out in a few moments. Let me see if I can figure out how to transition.
Go on a break.
Intermission,
Yeah,
transmission.
I'd like to
I think that they can see and hear us.
They can see us.
Okay, I just turned my audio back on manually because technology sucks sometimes. But hey, yes, we are back. And look, Conlon's here, but he was right here.
I am here.
Now
I'm
he's
gonna
over
mute my mic so I
there.
can hear you guys on this.
He's just doing a tech check for us to make sure everything's good. So while he's just doing that, Callum, as you turn around, you just see these two howlers just coming out around some boulders, looking down at them, their eyes just super beady and their mouths just open wide, different like fluids coming out of their chins, and they just look at you with such anger and ferocity. And I need you and every single one of these paladins to roll initiative.
All right.
Good luck, guys. I'm gonna wait till we go
For
to the map.
me is a 24 for my initiative.
24. So hold on, let me just get everybody's thing down real quick. Yeah.
He has to roll for 6 paladins.
Oh, that's actually
Which
really
one is
good.
me?
The one that says Seabreeze.
Actually, it says Dave today just to mess with you.
Oh, wow, that's actually good. When the DM says, "Oh, wow, that was actually good."
Yeah. We're fucked.
As long as it's not for the howlers, it's fine.
We don't have any idea.
Okay, so that was unfortunate right there, but
Good.
It's actually surprising. Sometimes paladins don't roll very good. They don't have very high dex.
yeah,
I'm a paladin.
yeah. Oh, wow. Two did the exact same initiative roll in a row. That's unfortunate.
Oh, that was
Two
the
nat
low one.
ones.
That's only slightly better.
Oh man, you have one paladin's gonna go right after you, and the rest of them are gonna be like, "Shit."
Oh my god, 3 of them got the same low initiative.
You have to tell us what this is, Brian. This point.
All of the so 3 of them rolled a natural 2, and they have a +2 dexterity, and then one rolled a 4 so far. So the paladins are doing great. This is bracket vibes all over here right now.
The one guy who can
That's
smite things is like, I guess I'll go last.
I'm just gonna mop up.
Yeah. Hopefully you killed it, or hasn't beaten the crap out of me yet.
Okay, so only one of them got higher, got decent initiative right there. So Callum, what'd you get, a 24?
What?
You got 24, you said?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I have the little initiative thing up in the corner. That's fine I'll only keep it up there when I need it. Okay, so Conlon, let me know if I transitioned this correctly.
No, I have to look at a different screen. Give me a sec.
I'm assuming the Discord map transition.
Yep, Discord map.
Okay, let me know if this worked correctly.
I have to wait for Twitch to catch up. Yeah.
Why do I have 52 hit points?
So that what's your total max?
69 right now.
Copy.
Oh, they're nice.
What's nice?
Did you say 69? I thought that was the number you said.
Nice.
Oh, yes,
You
yes,
did.
my hit points are nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Took a second, but it's okay. We got there in the end.
Okay.
And Mickey's just disappointed.
Yeah, it's just low hanging fruit is all.
So
It's
Seabreeze.
one of those.
Yeah, no,
I
thought you were doing something else.
You had to call it out just to be like, we must let this eventually die, and when it dies, thank God. Thank God. But until then.
So Seabreeze. As these things are approaching you, just howling out in your direction, you start off the initiative as the paladins turn around to see these infernal beasts.
So they're all like, fuck! And I'm like, ah, bitch.
What the? And they turn around to these creatures.
All right, am I allowed to? So can I turn to? I'm gonna turn to Rohan, and I'm gonna say, "Am I allowed to use magic now, asshole?" And then I'm gonna run in and slash him with my sword.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
Actually, though, how far away am I? Like, how many?
So 5, 10, 15, 20. You can get, it's 20 feet to this one, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to this one. So you can get to either of them with your movement.
I'm gonna stay to the closer one,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack. Can I actually? I'm gonna go over. Yeah.
Okay. And what weapon are you attacking with?
So I have both in my hands. Fazozaz Shalud is a short sword at the moment.
Okay.
So actually, I'm gonna make an attack with both of them because I can do
One offhand.
attack action, bonus action.
Yeah. All right. So which one are you attacking with first?
Hurricane Breeze.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay, so Hurricane Breeze is a strong 21.
21. That definitely hits.
Zozaz Shalud is a even stronger 25.
That hits as well. And don't I need to make a con save with Fazozaz Salud for the blood, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
DC 16.
That is a 16 plus 2, so that's 18.
Okay, so no cold damage or half cold half on save. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I do 8 piercing damage with Hurricane Breeze.
Okay.
And if he has any metal, it's got -1 to AC. Just
Gotcha. No metal
shits and
currently,
gigs.
but
Just
You
shits
don't
and
got
gigs.
collars?
Mhm.
And then I do
And what is number the cold damage for me?
Yep, I'm trying to. Okay, so it's half
You're
of
messing up,
5 is
Brian.
3 or 2.
It goes lower, so 2.
Okay, so 2 cold damage, so I get to add 2 more to my
You can only add one because as you make that attack,
it's resistant.
you can see the ice doesn't seem to actually make as much of a stick on the creature afterwards. So
Well, it's a magic short sword, so it should do all of its
all of the normal damage, yes. Yes.
so it does 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 slashing.
12 more slashing damage. Okay. You run up and just make these 2 slashes with these 2 swords. You can see the actual blood freezing and coming into the sword a little bit. And Rohan just looks and just like, it's going to add to your charges, but sure.
Dude, my sea breeze to help you to jail.
I'm not going to
And
jail.
that'll be the end of your turn.
Yeah, bonus action and my Oh shit, damn it. I didn't attack with advantage on either attack
Oh,
or add my sneak attack. Can I add my sneak attack?
yeah. Go ahead, your sneak attack.
All right. 2 more d6, so that's another 7 points of slashing damage with the Zojad.
I'm gonna hang up on this call. Good luck in your combat. I'll probably watch it, or I'm gonna go take a shower. I haven't made those decisions yet. Good luck,
Thanks.
everyone.
Thank
Don't
you.
die.
Don't die, huh?
Can't promise anything.
Hopefully you don't die against the Howlers. Yic, no promises there. And I'll be like, happens.
Okay. So, after your turn on initiative count 20, you can see these 2 little magical reserves on the top of Yic's manor kind of sparkle for a second, and this like wave of like purplish dark energy just through the fog for a short second, and it does appear as if 3 skeletal-like creatures do start rising from the piles of bones around you.
Son of a bitch.
Not directly next to you, but these are where these skeletal creatures do rise. These 3 ones on the map, they come out of the ground just actually like not actually out, but like clawing from the actual leather and like clothing that left in a pile of rubble, and they come up grabbing their weapons that they had left when they had fallen in this exact spot. Next on the initiative, though, initiative count is actually onto the Howlers next after that comes up. So, I'm going to have you That's an action to do that. This creature is going to run over and stand right here in front of everyone. And you can just hear a howl that just emanates out in that direction towards everybody in that direction. You're out of the radius, but everybody else needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Which they have a lot.
Fuck 'em.
They have a lot of bonuses here. 5, 6. Okay, I don't think there is a possibility other than a nat 1 that they fail this because of all the paladin bonuses. Yep, all of them are good as they just kind of hold their shields up and the swords with anger and be like, "Alright, let's take down these beasts. The wizard must be calling them from the manor. Stay close." And Rohan, it's not his turn, but he looks like he's going to move forward to lead the charge with them afterwards. That one ends his turn doing that. However, the second one, who's actually with you, is going to look at you, and right next to you, it's going to actually try to use 2 of its bite attacks up against you.
Bitch. All right.
What's that? That was cocked. Wow. Okay. That is a... It's a 2 14s, actually.
Those both miss.
Both miss. As you slash with both of those weapons, it comes down with the bite, and you're able to hold the Fazozaz Salud up, holding its teeth up, and just keeping it away from making any contact with you. So the Howlers did not have a good turn there. But after that, it goes on to Belle's turn. So Belle is this one right here. Belle is the one who ended up having a very big... Sorry, a lot of things juggling all at once. I have it organized, but...
You're good.
Belle is the one who seems to have big plate armor, and she seems to, as soon as Rohan commands to go forward, rushes forward towards this beast and is going to make 2 attacks with the long sword. Actually, she's going to stop right there, and she's going to hold her sword down, and you can see white shimmering light comes across it. She uses Channel Divinity to actually use Holy Weapon, and you can see the white light coming over the sword that she has. After that, it is the skeletons' turns. One of them is going to come up on you. The skeletons can...
Oh, he's coming up on me?
Yeah, there's one that came out of the ground close to you.
Oh, he's fucking coming up on me, is he?
This one goes there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 to go right onto there. And they're going to make all of them attacks with their short swords. So, first one against you with the short sword. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
And that is 8 points of piercing damage.
Lovely.
Next one on Belle. That is not, because Belle has plate armor, and that's nowhere near. And that is a natural 20 with my new die. Yes! The power is coming. So that is on Kai. So on Kai...
Fuck that Kai.
12 points of damage against Kai.
Fuck that.
Fuck that Kai. Okay.
Pretty good.
So Kai takes a pretty big hit right there as he gets right through his armor, slashing through. He's just like, "Stack up, stay close!" After that, on the initiative count, it goes over to Silzen, and then Kai, and then Rohan. So Silzen is going to... Where is Silzen?
Is he gonna stack up?
Oh, where did Silzen go? Hold on. Rowan, Kai, Dragon, Farron. I must have forgot one for Silzen. Give me 1 second. I don't see another warrior. So
Isn't he all the way down? No, that's Casa.
as far as yeah. Just gonna get. Sorry for not having this prepared. You know what? Screw it. I grabbed the wrong thing. I'm gonna grab a gunner. There's no guns, but you know, fuck it. They have guns.
Now they do.
Now they do. Haha.
Give him a magic gun from his stupid god.
Okay.
Cannon. That's funny.
Silzen and then Kai. So Silzen.
Oh, it's funny because it's a cannon. Because it's
Yeah.
That's funny.
Silzen is gonna rush up behind where you are at and try to attack that skeleton that was right
Smite
there.
that bitch.
Wow, that was actually almost impressive. That definitely hits.
Almost impressively bad, probably.
No, I
Hello.
rolled and it bounced and went onto my keyboard afterwards, so I was just like, holy shit. Okay, so that's the first attack. That's 1d8 plus 5. So that is 10 plus.
And I'm sorry, Vicky. I'm feisty at these fucking right now.
No,
I don't
yeah,
wanna be
it's
arrested.
fair.
And that one actually is not going to hit. So makes one contact on that skeleton, dealing
See?
10
Bad,
points.
because he sucks.
10 points of damage. She's not using a divine smite right now, but skeleton there is 3 HP left. Okay, and then Kai's turn. Sorry, this is not an exciting part of this. This is just a big battle with a lot of people. So gonna make.
No, you're fine.
Also, Kai is also gonna use sacred holy weapon. So now both Belle and Kai are holding the line right there with both of their weapons glowing. After that, it's gonna go. They're gonna move together. Draken is gonna come over here to attack the skeleton as well. That does hit. And that's going to kill that skeleton right there, knocking that out of the battle.
Sweet.
And then he's going to move one step next to you and actually try to attack the beast. And that is also going to hit. And this one, he's actually going to put a divine smite first level into that.
Nice. Have I ever seen someone use a divine smite before?
Honestly, no. This is probably the first time you've seen paladins. Like,
How
going up
fucking
close.
cool does it look?
So he takes his swipe and it goes straight up past your face, and you can see the white energy just start radiating down the blade as it's going by your face until it slashes up on this creature and like almost searing a line through its flesh going up. 9, 10, 11. Okay.
You know what's funny?
What?
I'm gonna say to Draken,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at him and I can be like, I'm gonna like kind of tote the Zozaz Shalud, and I'm be like, I can do that too.
You said it to Draken.
Yeah, I'm about to show him what my fucking power is.
He's just like he just arches the eyebrow down at you. He seems like he's focused in the battle, but not like an approving one or like a curious kind of like a he knows where your magic is coming from and he doesn't approve of it kind of thing. But he acknowledges what you said.
Prude.
Right? He is a prude. Mine's better than
Lawful good, guys. Okay.
I know.
Rohan is gonna
We're
attack
just
the
teasing
skeleton.
them.
That hits.
They don't exist. They don't have feelings. It's fine.
They're fictitious.
That's what I'm saying.
Rohan slashes down on this one and it falls. And then Farron is actually going to move up. And hold on, let me label this one just now. Okay. And Kai's the one. Alright. So Silzen, Rohan moved, and Farron moved up next to here as well. And Farron's going to take 2 swings at that other one. First one misses, but the second one does hit. I'm going to use a Divine Smite as well from her. 19 points of damage onto that one. So much math so quickly. Okay.
Your favorite part of this game.
And
D&D is math for fun.
This is going up on this page really quickly, but I just need to have a counter. So Belle and Kai use this. This is my D&D Beyond currently. Belle used the
I'm just imagining Brian with like 2 little action figures being like, and I'm gonna hit you for 10 damage.
Spell right.
Hold on, he needs to counter. Ah!
Oh god.
Oh no!
Moonbeam. Oh no!
That's basically what's going on here. Okay, so that's all their turns right there. So Seabreeze, it is now your turn at the top of the initiative.
All right, I am going to attack this guy with Fazozaz Shalud,
Okay.
and then Hurricane Breeze. So Fazozaz Shalud first. That is a big old 21. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Oh wait, I have it. No wait, yeah, I have advantage, don't I?
Yeah. Wait, why would you have advantage? You don't have back tactics. There's a ally who's standing next to you now.
Yeah, don't I get advantage if there's somebody within 5 feet of the creature?
No, that just lets you get sneak attack.
Oh, I just get to add damage.
Yes.
Right.
So you can add your
Okay.
sneak attack to that attack.
Got you. Okay, so never mind. Okay, so my second attack is for Hurricane Breeze is a 27.
27? Yeah, that hits, yes.
So for Fazozaz Shalud, I'm going to use Blood for Power,
Okay.
and I'm going to use up one of my hit dice for a D8
Okay.
of damage, which is like an Eldritch Force damage.
Mm-hmm. And how much damage are you going to do?
Let me roll some dice. Oh, and make your con save, please.
Yes. That is a 21.
Yeah, that passed. So I'm going to do 3 points of cold damage total and 7, 8, 9, 10 points of slashing damage and 5 points of force damage.
Okay. Okay. With your slashes through again, the cold damage not doing as much, but this creature kind of howls out a little bit in pain. Yeah. So you did a decent amount of damage in that turn. Anything else with your turn? As it's looking back down, you kind of breathing
the second
heavily in your
attack
face.
with Fazozaz with Hurricane Breeze.
Okay. And what's the damage?
8 points of piercing damage.
Gotcha. Okay. So this thing's looking
And
pretty
that is my
hurt.
turn.
Okay, and that is the end of your turn right there. So, on initiative count of 20, lair actions.
Fuck. Is it more skeletons?
No, you see these arcane little things just billow up one more time, and out of them seems to emanate a really deep fog that just immediately covers the field. Everything is currently heavily obscured as you feel like you're back in the forgotten storage where you were the moments before. You can no longer even see the creature in front of your face. You can hear it. You can hear it breathing, but it's no longer completely invisible to you, even with Draken nearby. And the soldiers once more just like, stand close, stand close. It goes on to the Howler's turns.
Cool.
One of the
And obviously this isn't affecting them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This
Great.
Howler. Let's see here. He's gonna do his multi-attack against you.
Cool.
Right now, as you're the one who's hitting him a lot. That's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And from his second attack, that is a 23 to hit. Oh, that's 2 6s and a 2d6, so that is 15 points of piercing damage from that one.
Okay.
And
this is not looking.
And then you're gonna
particularly
feel that creature start moving away from you, and you can take a disadvantage attack of opportunity against it.
Honestly, I'm not feeling so bad about that. Oh, that's not so bad. That's a 17 and an 18, Brian. That was meant to be a hit.
Okay.
So with Fazozaz Shalud, I'm hitting him for the 17 plus 8.
Okay.
Fucking 25?
That
25.
25 hits, yeah. Con save.
Sweet. And I'm gonna dump another smite into it.
Con save is only 13, so it fails.
Sweet. Okay. Give me 2 seconds to roll up my. Okay, so 3 points of force damage. 8 points of cold damage and 8 points of slashing. So I do 4 points of cold damage.
Yes. 12. Okay. This thing is. You heard a cry that sounds like a whinny, like it was close to death kind of thing, but the creature does move away. Draken is going to make an attack of opportunity as well at disadvantage, but that's only a 8. So that one doesn't miss. Afterwards, the other Howler is going to make 2 attacks over at Ben was the one with that one. Farron, Tower Shield. Kai is the one that he can smell blood on, so he's going to use his attacks on Kai. That's 8. That does hit. And that one does not hit. So 10 more points of damage to Kai. Okay, at the end of the Howler's turns, it goes on to... Oh, wait, actually, after the attack, it's going to back up as well and run into the fog to a different spot. All of them get disadvantage attacks of opportunity against it. That misses. That hits. And that misses. So 1 attack with a magical weapon now on this creature from Kai. And Kai's going to put another Divine Smite into this one. Okay, and Kai uses another first level spell. Again, I'm so sorry if this is not entertaining for our viewers. However, it's a lot of things to manage, but this is a fun fight going on here. So, okay, at the end of that turns, everybody is now completely blind in the initiative count. Nobody can see. You can see Rohan be like, Rohan, do you still have eyes on any... Rohan says to Draken, Rohan, do you still... wow. Sorry. Draken, do you still have eyes of the beast? And onto the kenku? He's like, I can't see anyone, but they ran off into the fog. We're gonna go after them. You hear bells shout out, and Rowan's just like, stay close. And they're gonna walk out into the fog all together.
You could totally get out of there if you wanted.
Yeah.
Silzen walks up.
I'm actually...
Silzen on Silzen's turn walks up and actually bumps into you, Seabreeze. And
oh, come on, I was just about to move myself.
Sorry, it's his turn. He moved up and he was going to go forward and stops right there. Nope, it's not your turn, man. You can't move yet.
Damn.
All right.
And he stops right there and he sees you and he's just like, Rowan, I have the kenku. It's not getting out of my sight. It's excited. He's staying right there.
A little rude.
After that is Kai's turn. Kai is going to walk out into there. Same with Belle and Farron. They're staying close together. Oh. Oh, that's what it is. Sorry. There's a skeleton on place with Kai. That's why I just moved the skeleton there. Okay, and I'm going to move up to there. None of them are able to find the creature, but they're keeping an eye out for it. And Rohan's going to follow the voice of Silzen and actually come over here as well. And on your shoulder, Seabreeze, he looks down at you as he gets closer. You're gonna hear him heavily sigh and put a hand on your shoulder. And you can feel the divine energy flowing out from his hand. As you are able to heal 15 hit points as he casts Cure Wounds on you.
Thanks.
He's kind of the best. I kind of
he
like
really
him.
is. I just need to not get arrested. So,
I don't think he wants to arrest you. I think he wants you to, like, get on the right path, you know?
And he's...
Like, I think he's trying to scared straight you.
I know he is, but he's doing it poorly. It's just...
And as he has his hand on your shoulder, he's just like, stay here. Don't leave my side.
Aww.
All right.
I'll keep you safe.
I think he likes you.
No, I'm telling him I'm keeping him safe. Don't worry.
Seabreeze, it's your turn.
All right. So I'm staying with... Can I bring him with me? I'm going to hold his hand and bring him with me.
Okay. It's half speed, but you can pull him along with you, yes.
All right, so
That's so
5,
cute.
10,
I'm gonna hold your hand.
15.
Okay, Rohan comes along with. Alright, you get there and you can see the wooden structure to your side as you get closer, like throughout the fog, with the nameplate on the top in a language you can't read. What are you doing here?
I'm just going towards his house. That's where I know my shit is, and where his shit is that I want to
So you
take.
are you gonna
fucking...
dash while holding him?
Oh, sure, yeah. Can I do that?
Yeah, move 15
Can I do it
feet.
twice? Because I can do it as a bonus action too.
You technically can. He like just took your hand. It was an action to do that. Yes. So show me the path you move. Okay. And that was
And then
that was from your dash there. Okay. And Rohan comes along with you. All right, stay close. Keep an eye out for these beasts. As you walk by, and anything else with your turn, or you just move there?
I think that's it because I dashed twice.
Okay. Now on initiative count 20.
Lair action.
Lair action.
You first hear the skeletons, the bones moving once more somewhere within the actual fog, or somewhere in the vicinity. And as this happens, you hear a door open, and you hear, "Oh, what do we have here?"
Fuck! Hate this guy! Hate him
Oh,
so
no!
much!
I'm not even in there yet. Oh no.
It looks like we have a returning guest so soon. You hear through the fog. You don't see anything.
I'm just gonna like point towards his voice and just scream, "Fuck you, you snaggletooth fuck!"
I see you found more decorations. I hope this is a present for our deal in the future.
We have no deal.
We have a deal. And from here, that's going to be the initiative count 20 right there. He's going to roll. He's going to roll in, and we'll see where he actually.
Oh no.
Oh god, I'm so scared. I'm like literally shaking a little bit right now, Brian.
I'm gonna get in there when this is done, dude.
I
Because Peach isn't even in there yet.
Okay.
And she got in there before me. So this is gonna be done by the time I get in there, probably.
Callum,
Yeah, lovely.
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Is he gassing me again?
No, as you hear a
it's
the howler coming from your right side.
All right. Oh shit. Okay. That's a 22, sir.
22. So you hear this ear-piercing scream, but it's not able to pierce through your form or do anything from there. You're not able to locate where it was at, but it was definitely on your right side somewhere. Another one is going to move up and going to run next to Belle over here and try to make 2 attacks on Belle. That second one hits.
Vicky, I'm scared.
7 on Belle. Belle takes 7 points of damage as this creature reaches down and bites into her, passing by her plate armor, which is pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, with a fucking mouth?
Yeah, and then it's going to back away again. Disadvantage attack from Belle, and that one worked there. After that, it goes on to Belle's turn, and Belle's going to actually move out in the direction of the beast. And she does actually find it around there, bumping into it, doing 2 more attacks of opportunity at disadvantage. Fuck, that's a missed nat 20. And that fails. And that one also fucking fails. So Belle's chasing after this creature, just swinging her sword that's glowing with the divine light, just trying to make contact, but it's missing wide. After Belle's turn, it goes into the skeleton's turns that were spawned in. So now I can reveal where these skeletons were. Basic undead. These skeletons do not appear around you, but they do appear next to some of the soldiers. And
Cool.
trying to whittle
I don't need him.
trying to whittle down your backup.
I'm pretty appreciative of that because I need to eventually escape my backup. So I'm scared, Brian.
Okay, only one hit, and that hit Silzen with a nat 20.
Damn. That sucks.
They don't have too many hit points. They just have a big ass fucking AC. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, they're beefy boys.
Mm-hmm. After the skeleton's turn, it goes into Silzen's turn, who's going to try to attack the skeleton in front of him that just hit him, but with disadvantage because of the fog. That disadvantage makes it miss. That one does hit, though. Not going to waste the Divine Smite, so that's going to be 10 points of damage into that one. And then after Silzen's turn, sorry, this so much to manage. I apologize
You
to
don't need
everyone.
to apologize, Brian. You're good.
Kai is going to not realize what happened with Farron, run in the direction Bell went to try to get to this creature, bump into it, and make 2 attacks against it. That does not hit. Jesus, this fog fucks them up. That does just hit right there, and he is going to put another Divine Smite into this one. That was a good hit. Jesus Christ. 23 points of damage. Okay, and marking off one more spell slot. Kai. Alright, and then after that, after Kai's turn, it goes on to the remaining Rohan, Draken, and Farron. Rohan, who's there with you, is just like, you pointed up in the direction you heard the voice from. He heard the yell from behind. The wizard's up there? You see him.
Do I see him?
Can you look up in the fog and you can't see anything in there?
Then no. I say I can't see anything. Obviously.
Stay behind me. He walks to the side over here on you to be closer to where the voice seemed to be coming from.
Watch out, there's a demon dog thing.
Just watch our back. I'm trusting you here.
Is he dragging me, or?
No, he just strafed over to your side, like following your shoulder, so now he's in between where Yic and you were. And then Draken and Farron's turns. That one hits from Farron. And that one hits. So that second skeleton there with Farron has been killed. But let's see what Draken can do. Missing that 20, but that still hits. And that's 12 points of damage. Miss another fucking nat 20. Both my black die has given like 5 nat 20s, even if it's disadvantaged now. I love this die.
Good.
Alright, and he gets rid of that skeleton right there. Alright, and that is the top of the initiative count again, Callum. This is you. You hear the beast somewhere behind you, and you hear Yic somewhere in front of you.
Can I make a perception check to, like, narrow it down to where in front of me he is?
That would take your action.
Can I ask you a general information question?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I teleported above the smoke, would I be able to see him?
You can certainly try.
Fuck. Fuck.
Stay behind me, teleports away. Damn it, this kenku!
I'm trying to... I can't see him, so I can't do any of my fucking... spells.
Well, I mean, you could always just watch and like keep a.
Oh, wait! I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You remember that? You remember that once a day, that once ever guiding bolt that I have?
Yep.
I'm gonna charge that up.
Okay.
And if I see Yic, I'm gonna shoot it at him so that Rohan can have advantage on his attack.
Okay. So you're holding your action for that. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That's I guess. Oh, can I wait? It's a spell attack, but can I give myself advantage on the held attack by you know how in Tasha's, if you use your bonus action, you can give yourself advantage on a ranged attack?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. That you didn't move this turn, so yeah. You sacrifice all that,
All
use your
right.
bonus action. So if you see Yic and this launches off, you'll have advantage on the attack to hit.
Fucking perfect.
Okay. And before the initiative count 20, Yic rolled a 21 on his initiative. So he comes before the lair actions. And you're just gonna hear his voice emanate out in front of everyone. Give me 1 second. Okay, so that would get in range. Alright, so you hear his voice moving. He's just like, well, it seems we all are a little bit hasty here. Why don't we all drop our weapons and comply with what I ask for the next day or so? And I need everyone in here, including you, Callum, to roll a wisdom saving throw as he casts
Holy
mass
shit.
suggestion across the whole
All
battlefield.
right.
Oh no.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 22.
Okay.
Roll the fucking 19. That's not so bad. I'm about to have to fight these paladins. That's not so good, but
Oh no.
yeah.
He said drop your weapons and talk. He didn't say fight sea breeze. So that wouldn't work on you. You can't fight yourself.
Oh,
Oh,
can I
no.
still drop my weapons?
You could. Oh no.
What?
Wait, don't they get
They have
things added to their saving throws?
They do, but they
Yeah.
have split up there in groups of 2, which does help.
Okay.
Oh no. As you can hear that go off, and let me just keep control of Yic's spells as well. Sorry, spoilers for people in the chat can see all the spell slots he has left, but you know, DM organization. You hear a bunch of weapons all around you, just clink, 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 and even right next to you, clink, clink, clink of a sword and a shield. A total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, don't tell me. Don't worry about it. I
You
don't
hear
care.
a set. Okay, well, a bunch of them all fall from the ground, and then Nick's like,
I'm just gonna scream, "Fuck you guys!"
"Now that's better." And on initiative count 20.
That's not good.
What?
That's not good at all.
What?
This is not good. This is bad, actually.
No, yeah, this whole thing
It's
is
my
going
hot
bad.
take.
One of you,
Yeah.
you just hear, one of you has, other than my friend, seems to be not compliant. And the fog fades away. And the 2 arcane-like cannons that you had seen on top of the actual manor of Yic turn and point over towards Belle. And you can now see these creatures as they're on the field. Belle was over there. You see everybody else drop their weapons. Belle with her plate armor just looking up and what? And these cannons turn and point in her direction. Let me go to that spell that they're going to be casting.
This guy's a fucking terrorist.
Does he know that I resisted?
Yes, he
Yeah.
can tell who failed. Oh, that's 20.
Oh, then I don't drop my weapon. If he knows that I resisted and I know that he knows, I wouldn't drop them.
Okay.
You also did say fuck you guys, so.
That's true too.
Okay, that one of those hit, one of them didn't, but the one that hit was a nat 20 with the firebolt spell.
Oh no.
Probably at his level, I imagine, which is probably level
Oh
20.
my god.
Yep. She's dead.
You just see as this bolt just goes out, ah, the fire and Belle's form erupts in flame and falls to the ground. Her teammates not even reacting to this whole moment. No, that's it. And at this time, Callum, you just see a...
Do I see him?
You see him. Let me move where he's at now that he's here. Right on the staircase right here. Looking down at everybody. And you see in this moment, as Yic turns towards you, all of the other people just frozen in place, just standing there with their weapons dropped. Belle claps on the ground, and Yic just pulling his head back, looking at you with that cocked eye over in that direction. A pink-haired quickling just runs in and just stops in the middle of stops right next to you and be like, "What's going on here? Oh,
Run! I'm just gonna scream, run.
And Peach runs back out into the fog. I'm gonna...
And in that moment when Peach comes in and I scream, run, can I also do something to Yic?
Ask what it is. It's out of your turn. What would you do?
I literally want to sap some of my life with the Blood for Power and cast Cone of Cold and try to beat a hasty retreat.
It will have to be on your turn.
All
right. So, after the initiative count 20, when Peach comes in, and you see Peach runs back and gets to the edge of the fog. Peach on this turn wasn't able to run all the way, but Peach is still in the process of running back. It goes on to the Howler's turns. And this one is going to run over onto you, Callum. It doesn't have advantage now, but it's still going to make its attack. That's cocked. 17.
That hits.
6 points of piercing damage from the first attack. And no, the second one is only a 10 to hit, so that one does not hit. But it sinks its teeth in the back, and as it comes to try for another chomp, you're able to move really quickly out of the way, those fancy footwork you have from all those roguish days as a swashbuckler. And the other one over here, let me read this real quick.
Hey, Callum.
Yeah.
What about your, weren't you holding, a spell? I feel like you were holding a spell.
Oh, now I can see him. Yeah, can I do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The second he appeared after the initiative count 20 happened with the firebolts, yours went off as the firebolts were hitting Belle. So this is before you took the damage there. So roll an attack with advantage.
Okay, attack with advantage. I got it. $23.
23 hits. Yic, roll your damage.
All right, and it's 4d6, right?
4d6, yes. Radiant damage. And then the next attack has advantage on it.
Woo.
17 points of damage.
Glad I asked.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, the bolt hits him. He's going down the stairs, and he's just like, "You know, I just want to be friends with you, aren't you? Don't you know?" As he starts glowing and he starts heavy panting, his back turned over, creaked with his head. Peach runs up. You go, run! Peach runs away, and then the bite comes in on your back. That's the end of that round right there with the Howlers. There is one more skeleton.
I imagine that run was in Andy's voice. Because because I think Andy's the only one that Seabreeze is.
That is true. You probably came out in Andy's voice.
Probably.
Yeah. I would imagine so.
The skeleton moves forward, and the other howler doesn't come to you to kill, but comes and stops right here next to Yic. Wow, Mass Suggestion's a fucking great spell. That was fucking great. Oh my god.
So nervous.
Alright, after that, it's Belle has to make a death saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, she gets to add the stuff from the paladin thing, right?
I don't think so.
No, you don't add anything to death saving throws. Alright.
Not even the special paladin stuff? I thought you added that to every saving throw.
That is true. Are they considered allies currently, though? Because they're under the Mass Suggestion. I'd say sure.
Oh, yeah.
But regardless, rolled an 18, so the 18 plus the that's fine. All right.
I just want to put it out there. I don't want these guys to die.
all of the paladins are just standing there, lumped over, and I have to do one real quick thing. You see Rohan as he just turns around and look at you, because all of the paladins suddenly in unison just turn around and just look at you. And Rohan looks down at you. And you can hear through labored breaths kind of just... Run. He gets through. It then goes to the top of the initiative, which is your turn, Seabreeze.
Okay. I'm subtracting 14 HP.
Okay.
And I'm casting Cone of Cold.
Okay. So, Cone of Cold, where are you directing Cone of Cold?
At Yic and the Howler.
Okay.
So it hits both of them.
You may, from your current position, it does a cone, so I think you would hit Rohan. Are you doing here, or are you moving forward?
I won't move forward, so here, what I'm going to do is back up, so I'm still...
Gotcha. Okay, so that...
And then I'm going to shoot it this way. So, I'm going to shoot it, this way. Can you guys see this?
Yes, so you...
How do I ping?
So 60... Hold on, if you're doing it, you ping by just holding down, if you hold down in an area.
Oh. Okay, so I'm going to shoot it this direction. Over here.
So it's a 60-foot cone, so just so you know, that will hit Belle, and it will hit Kai over here as well.
Why is it going to hit them? It's a cone. It should go just way the fuck this way.
If you're doing a cone, it's going to travel this path right here so you don't hit Rohan. And then it...
Oh, it's a 45-degree cone? Or a 90-degree cone?
It's a cone, yeah. It's a cone shape. It's going to go this whole area. That's why Cone of Cones...
I always expected it to be like an ice cream cone shape.
No, it's a 60-foot cone, so that goes out in a direction like that to you. So yeah, it's gonna hit Belle and Kai if you do that, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not really that worried about it at the moment.
All right.
Because they're not gonna necessarily die. She's gonna die, but...
All right.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and make saves for everyone except for people under suggestion.
Yeah, it's a con save.
Yep.
Every
Holy
single person in the cone failed.
That is
Wow.
fucking fantastic.
So roll
I'm
8d8
so
cold damage.
Even Yic?
Yeah.
Nice. 8. Oh, I'm rolling so high.
Even with Yic
Okay, so
having
that's
advantage
16.
against spells,
19. 27. 33.
Oh no! He'll come back.
Oh, Vicky.
Ah!
How quickly I'm gonna save my friend. Holy fucking that's how crazy combat rounds go in D&D.
Yeah. Andy's not even in there yet.
Oh,
It took a while after Peach left for me to go in there, so
Hi, Colin.
This is madness.
All right, lovelies.
What's the total
So
damage?
48 damage.
48 points of damage. Damn. Okay.
That's
And everyone. On creatures killed by the spell become frozen statues until.
Okay. So 48. Okay. Yeah. That's
Well, Belle would lose a saving throw.
Belle lost a saving throw, and Kai completely knocked out of his HP as he turns around. He's just still looking at you in that form, and then just the ice covers. Right now, their forms are completely covered. They're not dead yet, but they are crystallized in ice currently. Belle on the ground just collapsed, her plate armor just like there, and Kai just standing straight looking directly at you. As soon as the cone comes, you just see them frozen. Yic, that wasn't very nice, pet. And you can see the howler next to him. The ice didn't damage it, didn't do as much, but you can see all of its fur completely just icicles. It's still frozen, but it's moving a little bit. And that was your action.
Could I have added more of my damage to the spell because it's a spell?
What do you mean?
So I have the ability to add up to my level in D8s from my hit dice to the damage. On spells, but it's a spell coming from an item.
That I'd say no. It's from your direct spells.
Right.
These are
I just wanted to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I figured I'd ask because Yic's still standing.
Yes. So that was your action.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Bonus action or movement?
Didn't really think that far. To be honest.
You gotta get out
for
of
the
here,
best.
buddy. You gotta get the fuck out.
Bonus action is air. Yeah, airstreams it. That sucks. Okay, so bonus action. Can I disengage as a bonus action?
Yes.
I'm gonna
You're
disengage.
a rogue. Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure I'm not that high level of rogue.
It's one of the first things you get as a level 3 rogue. Like, it's
Level
one of those
2.
things.
Okay, I'm going over there.
Okay.
Actually, can I run further and take the hit?
Yeah, if you want the attack of opportunity, yeah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and hit me. I'm going to run further.
Yeah. That's valid.
18 to hit.
That hits.
10 points of piercing damage from bite attack.
Fucking beautiful. I'm still standing.
So you got to the edge of the fog there. Is that the end of your...
Can I ask a question, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
So, I gain points towards doing spells from Fazos Ashalud by doing cold damage with Fazos Ashalud.
Yes.
Does the spell count as cold damage dealt with Fazos Ashalud?
No, it is only from damage.
I just wanted to make sure, because 48 points would have been really good right now.
Yeah, no, that's a fair fair thing.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
That would be cool as fuck, though.
Yeah, right? Just like completely reproc it every time if you deal 60 damage or more. All right, so that's as far as I got. I have 25 hit points. I have both my spell slots, 1 airstream, 0 points in cold damage left. I'm feeling pretty okay. Except that Yic's going to get a turn before I get
That's the end of your turn, so Yic is going to... what's their movement? Hold on.
Let me go.
Yeah, sure. You brought 6 paladins into his house, but yeah, he'll let you go.
He's a weird guy. You don't ever know what he's going to do.
Buddy, he kidnapped you for trying to take his book.
Let me see. He's going to use his
You
legendary
kidnapped
action.
me, I think.
He's going to use a legendary action to cast Misty Step to get a little bit closer to where you were at.
I just realized how much more of a big deal Yic is gonna be when the Misfits get here.
30 feet.
I have a feeling that Seabreeze's goal is for us to never meet Yic.
So Yic uses
Yeah,
Misty
but
Step
Yic is gonna be like
to
Sista's
appear
most
into that one
wanted.
location, and then it goes on to his turn, and he's gonna be like, "Now, you don't come knocking on my door again, causing such a ruckus, without stopping for tea." And then he has his spell book out, and he's going to use a 7th level spell to cast Reverse Gravity around your area.
Cool. Okay. What do I do, or is it just happening?
It just happens unless there's an object you can grab onto, which where you are at, there is nothing. So there's no sort of save for it.
Can I plant my sword in the ground or something?
Roll.
Or could I like shoot my grappling hook gun into something?
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
I'll allow it for flair if you get a high enough roll.
All right. That's an unnatural 20.
That's an unnatural 20. Okay, I'm gonna say with that, because that is his spell save DC. It allows you to stab one of your swords down into the ground, and you're now, it's just wedged. Like, you can see it, like, creaking in the ground a little bit from where you got it, and your feet, you're dangling up in the air right now, just, like, being pulled by an invisible force trying to throw you into the sky. That's Yic's turn.
Okay.
Stop for some gravity.
Dickhead. What an
Sorry.
asshole. Not you, Yic.
And then he's going to use his lair action at initiative count 20. And he's going to, around you, create several of these skeletons. Are there? Hold on. Where would he put them? The areas. Okay. So
Brian, do I know how this spell works?
what? Reverse gravity?
Yeah.
Roll an Arcana check.
All right.
Fun.
That is a 12.
No, you were just running, and then you started lifting up in the air, and you just swung your sword down to the ground as a reaction, and you're now being like forced up into the air, only held on by a Fazozad salute into being
I
into the
have
ground.
a great idea I'm about to try.
Oh no.
So that'll have to come on your turn. As the lair actions go, 3 skeleton archers raise out of the ground in the spaces
Fucking
surrounding where you're
pricks.
at. The howlers are going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Come in this direction. As this is happening too, Andy, you're walking towards the white light with Cassie here. Is joking about rescuing your friend, and you see Peach come run back in. It's bad in there.
Oh God! I go in.
Okay, and you just full run at that point. Andy, roll an initiative so I can add you.
Okay. Math. What's 7 plus 6?
13.
Fuck me. 13.
Okay.
That's an Andy question.
I rolled bad.
In the heat of the moment. And so you'll come in at initiative count 13. Alright, so
Yeah, I'd love to come in at
30.
initiative count 30.
Alright, and that's...
Sounds good if you want to bypass your system.
The howlers dash
Sounds
to
good
get
to
right
me.
outside the radius. The radius of reverse gravity seems to be... Let me put a cube up for you.
And Seabreeze is right there. Okay, Seabreeze isn't too far from me. Okay.
Reverse gravity.
How do I mute you, Conlon, on my computer?
You should be able to just right-click. If you're on your computer, you'll be able to right-click and click mute on Discord if you want me to. If you want to mute me.
No, it's not Discord. It's Roll20.
Oh, that's my fault.
Reverse gravity is in that area right there. So the howlers stop right outside the radius and start howling at you viciously through this magical force trying to raise you up into the air. After that, it is Belle's saving throw. Okay. Alright, Belle, come on. Alright, and then after that, it goes into the skeleton archer's turns. All of them are going to raise their crossbows over into your direction, Callum.
All right. Exactly what I wanted to hear.
Okay, I should be muted on roll 20. For some reason, it changed all my settings and added my mic and camera and everything.
All of the crossbow bolts from these creatures fire out, and they get right next to you before the gravity goes and just shoots them all the way up into the air, narrowly missing your face. It's like seeing the bolt coming at you, closing your eye, accepting it, and then just the bolt getting shot up into the air from the reverse gravity, not making any contact.
Very good.
After that, Andy!
Yeah.
You run in through the fog and you appear right there to immediately see a sword in the ground with sea breeze floating up into the air, holding on for dear life, and I need you to immediately roll a dexterity saving throw as you run out into this area.
Oh,
Do I
fair.
notice Andy? Because I'm just going to say, hold on.
You don't until Andy's out of the fog, because the fog is
Saving throws.
unable to be pierced from below you. That's where the Clockwork Forest is there.
That's a 19.
19. You get flung up into the air and you're reaching for Seabreeze to try to grab on, and you just miss the tips of your fingers before as you say hold on to Andy and you reach to try to grab him. Andy looks up and then just his body gets sent flying up into the air. You are now floating at the top 100 feet in the air, just being suspended there.
Okay.
Andy, it's your turn.
Okay.
Good luck.
Let me think. Okay.
Hide and throw those bolts.
I mean, shit. Can I see Yic?
You look down into the battlefield, now getting a gauge of everything, seeing some paladins frozen, some standing still, these two howlers looking down at the skeletons, and you see Yic kind of leaning on Farron, one of the dragonborn paladins, as he's holding the hand out. You can see the arcane energy still coming out of his fingers over in the gravity area you're in. He looks up and says, so are you coming to deliver your friend early?
How far away from him am I?
You are 100 feet in the air, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40...
Make a performance check and spit on
40 feet from him to the side, but 100 feet up, so some weird angle.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna do something that I haven't done yet. I'm gonna take out my short bow.
Oh, God. Oh, I have one of these.
I mean, I do. I'm a lot better than I normally am. I'm gonna take out my short bow and arrow, and I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay, a short bow is normally 80, 120, so you're beyond that, so it is disadvantage, but let's see how you do. You're proficient in them, so dex and proficiency.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you got steady aim.
Oh, I fucking... Oh, hey, I rolled the same thing twice. Let me double check. Shit. Shit. I'm sorry, I don't use this very often as this character.
Mm-hmm.
You have arrows?
Yeah, I do. I have 40. I just never use this because I'm better up close. Okay. Okay, I add 8 to this, so that's 23 to hit.
23? That hits. Roll your damage.
I assume he doesn't expect me. Can I add sneak attack to this? I was hidden before I attacked.
You were, but you ran out into a gravity field, and then your body was just flung into the air as he's looking out in that direction. So
That's
it's
true.
not hidden from it.
Could I bonus action hide first up there?
You could use steady aim. You have not your turn. I'd say you began your turn in the reverse gravity and then you got thrown up. So you technically haven't used your movement this turn.
Sure, I'll steady aim.
So that gave you advantage from that attack roll.
Oh, well, I rolled the same thing twice anyway.
Yeah.
So that's still a 23 to hit.
You get your sneak attack.
So, oh right, advantage gets me sneak attack.
Yes, it does.
Right. But I had disadvantage
Oh,
of the
so
range.
yeah, it's a straight roll, yeah. So no,
So it's a straight roll.
Thank you for being honest, Vicky.
So no. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Not everybody can be Delson. Fuck me, dude. Okay. That's an 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage. Okay.
Well, I dropped my other d6, you know.
Okay.
Just because.
And
I'm dropping all my dice right now because I'm nervous.
that is something where he took damage and he's concentrating on a spell.
Yeah. Also, hey, let me double check this real quick. I think I might have to be within 5 feet of him for this to count. Let me double check. Because I have Mage Slayer. When a creature within 5 feet of you casts a spell, when you damage a creature that is concentrating on the spell, that creature has disadvantage on the saving throw it makes to maintain its concentration.
Okay, he normally has advantage, so it's going to be a straight roll. I already rolled it and he passed, but I didn't know which one I rolled first, so I'm going to roll again as a single roll.
Okay.
So as soon as you hit him with this bolt, he just looks out, just his hand wavers for a second, and the reverse gravity field, boom, disappears. Seabreeze, you fall on your stomach. You're now prone in there with Fajojat Salute there. Andy, you're falling 100 feet. Roll.
Hey, guess what? I have monk shit for this.
Yep, you get to reduce the damage. Roll a dexterity saving throw first as you're falling that distance.
Sure. That's a... Fuck me, dude. +9. That's a 21.
Okay, so you're going to take half damage and then you have your slow fall thing. So you can reduce the damage
I get
by
to
20
reduce
points.
it by 20. So how much is that?
Okay. So that deals 40 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to half, which is 20, which you then take 20. So you fall, and you see yourself falling, and you just, okay, stick the landing.
Can I land on my feet for that? That's fucking cool.
Yeah, you land on your feet, and just, with a jump,
Hell
you're like,
yeah.
huh, as you land and didn't take any damage from that. But that...
I just flip him off.
Brian, you should see my text message.
I saw it, but I didn't get to read it yet, so... Okay.
I just go.
Alright. Oh my god. Then, okay, so at the end of your turn, because there's nothing else you can do, you use everything on that turn. Whoa! Ah! 6 seconds.
Fuck you, wizard man.
Fuck you, wizard man.
Reaction to flip someone off.
He's going to then use one of his legendary actions to allow the Howlers to move up to their movement to get next to you and make an attack.
Yeah, valid.
That's a
Hey, at least I'm not prone.
That's a 19 to hit, Andy.
That hits.
9 points of piercing damage. You get a bite in as you see Seabreeze is lying prone on the ground. A lot just happened in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
The adrenaline starts pumping. All right. So that was the end of
This is how Andy's happiest.
End of Andy's turn. Kai has to make a death saving throw.
This is how Seabreeze is happiest, honestly. You probably, like, he's gonna look up at you and smile. And he's gonna be like, good landing.
And right now, too, you can't see who this is. So, one thing I would probably...
I can see the tail.
I know. But right now, you just see he has the handkerchief over his face. So you see the tail, and you see the eyes. So it's kind of obscuring your identity a little bit. You feel like the shadow being like a person coming in to rescue.
Yeah.
So
I'm on a mission. I'm gonna have to get a superhero name.
Mm-hmm.
I'll definitely give you a superhero name after this.
Is it still just A-Bomb Andy? Is it
No,
I was
that's
gonna-
not good for a
I was
superhero name.
gonna go with Shadow Andy.
Mm-hmm.
still has Andy in it no matter what it is?
He can't say anything else.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't have Andy in my superhero
That's
name.
fair.
That gives
Literally.
away my secret identity.
Yeah.
Does Andy know like how important that is?
How secret identities work.
Yeah, he's kept Delson secret for most of this.
He's then going to use another lair action to get this other one to move its distance and attack you.
Wait, you can do 2 legendary actions in one fucking turn?
You have points with legendary actions, a total that you can use, and then each action takes out the points.
You can still only use 1 action per turn.
It's going through a different initiative, like it goes to the other soldier who's doing nothing, then ends his turn,
Yeah.
the other soldier who's
okay,
doing
okay.
nothing. So
Sorry,
it's one of those.
Yeah, there are 6
Gotcha.
soldiers in here who are having turns where they just do nothing.
See,
Fuck
They
those
just
guys.
stand there
They
go,
need to be helpful.
does a 16 hit you, Seabreeze?
Yeah, barely.
Seabreeze, you take 13 points of piercing damage as a bite goes
Oof.
down into you. What are your hit points at?
That was with advantage, right?
That was with advantage, yes.
Yeah, I'm at 12. Big old 12.
Okay, yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here.
All right.
Andy, what are you at?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm at 54.
I know, I want to change you on the stream.
Oh, shit, sorry. 54.
Seabreeze, it is your turn. You are prone. Andy's standing there right
Okay.
next to you.
You can run. It's fine. I can...
No.
Get out.
No.
Okay.
Steve
Brian.
is not known for running.
Mhm.
Can I do the same combo move I did earlier?
With Airstream,
Yeah.
you can certainly try.
I'm not even gonna stand up. I'm going to propel myself forward like a fucking lance through the airstream with Fazozaz Shaloud as the tip of the lance. I'm just gonna airstream it and just pew! And I'm going to add the last of my hit dice. Well, 3 of them, because I'm only a level... No, I can add 4 of them. I'm adding all 4 of my hit dice.
Okay.
Because I'm a level 4 warlock.
Where are you appearing?
And I'm going to give an all-out assault to Yic and try to hit him.
Okay, where are you appearing?
Ooh, behind him. Go behind him.
Can I show up behind him or like directly above him?
Yeah, dude, you create the portal below you. Andy, you just see Seabreeze is laying there, looks up at you, and then just a whirl of air as he falls through, and you look to your side, and it appears above Yic, and he just comes down like a lance to attack. Roll ahead.
Holy shit! It's a nat 20.
Yeah!
It's a fucking nat 20.
So that
yes.
hits. Roll your damage.
Okay, so that's gonna be the 3d6s. Can you make the con save?
Yep.
Whew.
That's so cool.
That is.
You need like that's a clutch nat 20 right
That
there.
is 12 for his con save.
That is a failure. Okay, so that is 8 points of cold damage.
Oh, I need a calculator for this. All right, lay the numbers on me.
Okay, 8 points of cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
9 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And 35 points of force damage.
Whew.
Oh, and it was a crit, so all of that is doubled minus 4.
Okay, so 48 doubled plus 4.
Did you include sneak attack? Because you have an ally technically right next to
It's
him.
not an ally.
Or does it not
Not
count?
an ally currently.
Okay.
Nope.
Just was curious.
Oh wait, I get sneak attack though because I have no ally within 5 feet of me
Mm-hmm.
because of Rockish Audacity. So I'm gonna add 2 more d6s, which is another
Okay.
8 points of damage, which will be another 16 points of damage.
Okay. Calum, How do you want to kill him?
Oh, fucking yes! I am
Holy
stabbing
fucking
him,
shit.
like, in the, like, shoulder, clavicle area, straight down.
Just cutting all the way down.
You just take your weapon and it freezes as it cuts through his body, just separating through, cutting through the actual like leather actual hide armor he's having, just cutting it apart. Icicles just streaking off in the mixture as you slice down and just. He reaches out towards your face with the blood, and the blood turns to cold energy that sucks into your sword as he looks at you and then just falls right onto the ground in front of you.
I'm picking up his spell book, I'm turning to Andy, and I'm saying, run! And I'm running.
Okay, so you...
Yeah, you haven't used any
so
movement
you appeared
yet either.
right on top of him, so you're right there. What's your movement, Callum?
30 feet.
Okay, so you're running right back over towards him. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is what you can get with your normal movement right now.
Well, I used my action. I used 2 actions, really.
Mm-hmm.
So I shouldn't be able to. Like, thank you for that.
Dude, you did that attack there, and so that's as far as you can get with.
That was a clutch nat 20, by the way.
That
Holy
was a
shit.
very fucking clutch nat 20. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, we killed Yic. What the fuck?
That's it.
He's also a wizard. He doesn't have lots
That was
of
a
health.
lot of damage.
I
Yeah,
know,
but
but
he's also a paladin.
Mm-hmm. That was a lot of damage though that you did there.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Do I get to add double the 8 to the damage that I add? Like, do I get 16 points to the cold damage that I've dealt? Because I dealt 16 points?
Yes, you get that back into you.
Cool.
Okay. After your turn ends and you run there towards Andy, Andy, you look back in the distance, you can see those arcane energy things start glowing, like a greenish color, and then you just see it start floating down over towards Yic's body, and it just starts covering it. You don't know exactly what it's doing, but there seems to be some green fog that's coming around and surrounding his body.
It's gonna heal him.
And as you look out and with everything too, just the soldiers shake their heads. They're like, oh, "What's going on?" Goes on to initiative count 20, which still affects a lair action that goes on in here.
Lair just lights you all on fire.
Oh, can I add Yic's spellbook to my inventory right now?
Can.
You'll be
two
hunted forever.
Two arcane as you're running out in that direction, 2 arcane bolts from the actual house line up and turn into your direction, Seabreeze.
Oh, good luck. You're
Awesome.
dead.
Can I hold the book up to like block?
Do you want to use your reaction this turn to try to block with the book?
They might blow the
No.
book up.
No, hold on. Let me think.
A 29 hits you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
You take 28 points of fire damage.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
As she's running towards you, Andy, he has the book, like, I got the book, and then just in the back of the
I
chest.
can imagine, can he slide when he gets hit? Like, just keep sliding for a little bit just because of his inertia?
He's running, and his inertia pushes him into the howler and knocks him prone on the ground to the side over here. And he's now unconscious with Yic's book just loosely in his hand. He doesn't have a grip on it, but it's just sitting there in his hand as his body's just unconscious there. And you can see the other soldiers as they're getting up, just Rohan just like, hey, what's going on? He starts seeing everything over in that direction. After that
Pick me up and run.
it is the howler's turns.
Fuck. Fucking kill you.
Both of the howlers, Andy, are going to in your direction. I need you to actually only one is because it will make it for one. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, 1 second.
If you fail
That's
this,
a dirty
you're
20.
gonna have to run away.
30-20. you feel it start bleeding out of your nose a little bit, but you're able to hold back. You can feel Zolo kind of like vibrating off your body, and he comes up for a second, takes a quick peek around, and then just goes right back down into your fur. You're able to resist the howl from the one in front of you, but then the one behind you is going to attack, and this one moves up closer. So it's pack tactics. The first attack misses with a 11, but the second one's a unnatural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 9 points of piercing damage as a bite stabs down into you.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me change my hit points on here. I went from 54 to 45. Haha.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
It's not my turn
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's the end of the Howler's turn. Sorry. Sorry. My bad.
Is that the end of the Howler's turn?
Chasan is going to come in around the Howlers here on his turn.
Yeah.
Run and take a look at the situation. See he actually in the moment has something covering over his face too, as some of the soldiers look at him as well. He looks at the whole situation, sees the green glow on Yic, and just Andy, we need to go. He runs over and grabs Seabreeze. So he's going to use his action to pick up Seabreeze.
Is the book still in my hands? Please tell me it's still in my hands.
He's grabbing your body. The book will fall, but Andy, you see the book fall out.
Okay.
And Chasan grabs Seabreeze and says, "Get out now." And he is going to hold right there with Seabreeze, and wait for you to get out before he darts into the actual fog.
Let me check something real quick.
And saying, "You need to go first. I don't think you're ready to see some of the things in my past."
Okay. I just want to check my arms real quick. Each creature of my choice. Perfect. It's my turn?
After Chasan's turn. Oh, Belle. Let's see.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure, because I don't want to cheat here.
Okay. For those of you who you can see, sees the ice melt off of Belle's body, and she stabilizes.
Good for her.
The skeletons.
Too bad she's about to get obliterated in 5 seconds when Yic comes back.
The skeletons all turn their bows over towards Chasan. This is not going to go well for them. Ooh, one of them hits with a nat 20 on him, but he's going to use his reaction to and then just with his Seabreeze under his arm, just catch one and just look at the skeleton and key point and throw it back at him. Deflect missiles, which it hits. And actually knocks the head off of that one and starts just stumbling around a little bit. And that is the end of the skeleton's turns. Andy, it is now your turn. You see the spellbook at the feet. Seabreeze in Chasan's hands, wrapped up, defending this area. And he told you to go. What do you do?
I'm going to make an executive decision that Seabreeze is going to be very disappointed in me for.
Oh, you're going to leave the spellbook?
I'm going to leave the fucking spellbook. I'm sorry, this guy has only caused trouble for us.
No,
I don't
that's
want
fair.
any of his
That's
shit.
fair. That's fair.
I don't want him coming back to bite us in the ass.
You're right.
Imagine Yic showing up at the gala, Brian.
10, 20, 30. I'm too far away from him to do a bonus action attack. I am going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
With
It
that,
doesn't
I'm going
super
to
make me sad yet because I'm not a wizard, so I couldn't have
I'm going to shoot one of the hellhound, not the hellhounds. You know what I mean?
Yes, the
howlers.
Yep.
With that. Let me
Left or right?
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. I just picked. That's probably not gonna hit. I think that's a 12 to hit.
12, no, that does not hit. The bolt goes wide
fair.
off. And you run into the
Okay,
fog.
that's valid. Okay, then I'm going to use feline agility and get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Just gonna run.
But darts.
You told me to run, I'm gonna run.
Darts over into the forest.
And I'll use my action to dash.
Okay, and you get further there. I'll come back to what
So,
you see after everybody's.
You are
160
gone.
feet. I'm 160 feet away.
I'll get back to what you see once everybody's out from there. So at the
Ooh, cool. Maybe it'll be
at
something
the
new.
Andy's turn. Kai, that's a failure.
He told me to run, I'm gonna run. I listen to my teacher.
Gotta go fast like Sonic.
Yeah, Andy would love Sonic.
Rohan just
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Rohan just looks over out towards Carson holding Seabreeze, looking over. And says, wait, stop, don't go. And Carson just shoots him a look through underneath the actual covering on his face. Rohan's gonna move his movement to try to get close and getting next to Fair, and he actually is a little bit discombobulated, almost tripping a few times. Draken, looking out into the area, not sure exactly what to do, runs over to the skeleton and destroys that skeleton. And then it's the top of the initiative order. Seabreeze, roll a death saving throw.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
Oh my god! So that's 2 failures.
Oh no.
Why does this happen every time?
Because I deserve it.
So mark
Because I deserve to feel shitty about
Stop it.
myself.
mark down that you have 2 failures.
I have done so.
Oh no.
Okay. I rolled my red metal dice, so it says "fuck" at me, and I'm like, yeah, there it is.
That's the one right there.
That's pretty funny, at least.
It is, honestly. I killed Yic, and honestly, I know he's still alive, but I feel pretty good about it.
Hopefully
At this
the
moment,
drums will
Seabreeze is
notice.
having a great day.
As soon as this happens afterwards, Rohan running through, stop! The magical energy containers at the top of the manor pulsate again, and the whole area is covered in fog once more.
Well, good
That
luck,
works
everyone
out
else.
for us.
And then
Does not work out for those paladins
Carson.
who are probably now going to be dead.
Carson runs out past these two. Both of those are going to get attacks of opportunity on Carson, though.
Wow, he's not gonna disengage?
He's just running straight through there.
He could step off the wind.
Does that let you disengage, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so yeah, he will disengage as these two try to
Pretty
bite
sure.
through and get him through the fog as he dashes through and jumps into the fog, catching up to you very quickly behind. And then now I can transition off the group, the map cam group transition. Conlon, did I do a good job?
Oh no, I'm not on Twitch right now.
That's valid, considering you're in the call.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I think I did a good
Okay,
job.
I think you did a good
I did a good job. Good.
You did, yeah, you're good. You're good.
That was fun.
Okay.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
As
That was like nerve-wracking.
as soon as you get
Yeah.
through too,
Uh-huh.
Andy, you're running and you see the trees start appearing, everything around you. You're expecting as you came through here to see like the cobblestone appearing afterwards, but instead you see you start seeing almost like a hallway coming in around you as you're running, and a wooden floor with a like purple-esque carpet. You can see different doors just start forming to nothing that are just swinging in the wind until you see Peach just stop.
Oh, we see
in front of a
Peaches.
door.
We see Peaches Clockwork Forest.
And Peach is just looking into a door right now with horror as Carson comes up right behind you. It's still Carson's turn. Give me 1 second.
I forgot about her.
Just grab her and go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, are you okay?
Hold on, it's Carson's turn. One last thing he needs to do.
Yeah, valid.
And as he's running, Seabreeze, as he puts his hand on you and uses healing, healing hands.
Yeah, he's an Awesomar.
Healing hands to put 20 hit points back into you.
You're
automatically.
welcome. I made him an Awesomar. You're welcome.
Literally, that was Vicky's decision, so
That's on
that
me.
just saved you.
Thanks.
And Carson runs
Thank
up
you.
and stops
Saved your
behind
life
you, and just
again.
like, what are we waiting?
You really have. You're the only reason Seabreeze is still
Just
alive.
like, what's
Yes.
what
This
is,
character should have
All
been dead several
race
times.
Yic's spellbook, I guess.
and just like,
Sorry.
what are we
It's
stopping
alright.
for? We don't know what's happening behind us. And you see Peach just like, oh, why am I seeing this again?
Can I pick her up
Yeah,
and just go?
you start picking her up. Do you look into the room at all?
probably by accident. Yeah,
Mhm.
honestly.
Without getting into any gruesome detail, with shadowy forms, and so you can't make out anything. You see on the door placard it says Serenity.
Oh no.
I can't read.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't read.
You can't read. But Seabreeze, as you look up, you just are in a hallway, and you just see a door, and it sees Serenity, and inside you hear very odd noises as you see the visage of a centaur and a human person going at it out of
I'm
bed.
done. Nope, don't want to hear it anymore.
And Peach is like, I didn't want to see this again. I didn't want to see this again.
I pick her up and I cover her
I'm
eyes.
just gonna like
just
look
go.
at Peach and I'm gonna be like, "You think I wanted to see this? Fuck, Peach."
As soon as you open your eyes too, and Constance's just like, let's go. We need to move.
Yeah, I just cover her eyes and go.
And you guys run and run and run until.
Did I keep my weapons with me, or are they back at Yic's?
Your weapons typically stay with your body. You didn't do anything to officially add the spell book, so I'll say your weapons did come with you still.
Okay.
Yeah, the weapon. Yeah, you're good on that.
It's not like I dropped them like the Sentinel.
Yeah, they were. I would assume the Hurricane Breeze disappeared into its dimension, and you had the sword gripped in your hand tight. The spellbook, you kind of just grabbed it as you fell. I'm saying the sword stays, but you didn't officially like grip onto
The book
stuff.
like tumbled out of my hand. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
It's also
that's
probably
fine.
pretty big.
And you guys run out through the white light until you come out into the storage container. Once again, silence ringing out everywhere.
I'll put Peach on my shoulders and climb up to the top.
Peach is just like, oh, thank you. Oh, I didn't know.
No problem.
Oh, that was. Oh God.
You're safe now.
My boss does some weird things.
Yeah, we know.
Chasan just takes a breather for a second and releases Seabreeze on the ground for a second. Alright, I don't know what you got involved in. Chasan looking down at you, Seabreeze, directly, but this does not involve Andy. We need to get out of here and don't let it affect what's going on. You don't understand what's going on with Andy, and I don't... You can't let Andy die. Don't get Andy involved in any of that anymore. Do you understand me?
Of course, I don't want Andy to get hurt any more than you do.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, you're right there. Chasan got angry for a second there. Actually, you heard his voice raise slightly before you hear him take a deep breath and be like, alright, we need to get out of here. Can't let any of that follow us.
I'm gonna climb because I assume there's nothing to bring us over unless they took the.
He walks out through the door. The Duna platform is still just sitting there.
Right, the Duna platform's there. Okay, I don't know if he knows how to use it.
Do you walk over first?
I'll be like, I kind of know how to fly this to you.
Do I?
I ask Chasan. He's smart.
Roll an Arcana check, Seabreeze.
That's a 15.
15. You've seen Rain. You can do forward and back, but you're not sure the side-to-side portion yet.
Yeah, I'm not a good driver.
Chasan comes over and he's just like, here, and he starts moving the things over. Where can we get off with this? More over towards the corner we passed by? Should we hug the same wall?
Yeah, that's probably the best option. We should avoid anything in here, especially now that Yic is.
My phone's going off.
Okay. Sorry, getting the map of Forgotten Storage back out.
Yeah, valid.
Okay. So he ends up leading both of you, moving the Duna platform.
While we're traveling on the Duna platform, I'm going to reapply a makeup kit, and I'm going to make myself look like a fourth kind of kenku. I don't fucking know. Something different.
What colors do you describe with this kenku?
Can I help him?
I would love for you to help me.
Roll a performance
Andy,
check
please.
with advantage.
Okay. So I would like to be primarily green this time.
Okay.
Oh, it's a fucking nat 20.
Nice.
You take the time as Kasten's slowly moving the Duna platform through the sleeping pit, trying to avoid any noise, listening out for any signs of anything going on. And by the time he brings it over to the corner, Andy, Seabreeze looks like a different Kenku. Entirely.
Okay. I just take him by the face and I say, "Stop fucking dying." And then I get off.
I'm gonna look at Andy. I'm gonna like grab your wrist as you turn away from me. I'm gonna like grab you. And I'm gonna say, he killed my friend. And that one wasn't my fault. I got him.
I know. And I just go.
He gets you over towards the wooden crates that you guys were saw some person fall down or think somebody fell off the edge here, and right immediately to the side there is a opening to get back into the actual Forgotten Storage maze. Kasten pulls over and gets off to the side. All right. Are you? And he looks at Seabreeze. He's like, "Are you good at any sort of leaps? Can you jump far?" And he points back up to the storage crates where you guys were at before.
Yeah.
If not, Peach can probably lead us, right?
Yeah, I can get out of here. You guys can't go as fast
I have
as
the
me,
grappling hook gun and I can carry Peach.
Oh, right, you have the grappling hook.
Right, let's stay.
I always forget.
Let's stay quiet. And Kasten climbs up to the top of the storage container. Do you guys follow?
Yeah, I'll climb and hide.
I'm gonna hold Peach and I'm gonna like stealthily as I can with a fucking grappling hook gun.
Mhm.
You know.
I think those are probably pretty quiet.
Well, yeah, but it's a grappling hook, so it's gotta
probably
like
goes
clank
like,
into place. I always picture it being more like a chonk conk, and then you like, you know.
Okay, you guys get up there. Roll stealth checks as you guys are starting to move across the storage containers.
Ooh, that's a 27, my good man.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
If Peach sneezes, I'm dropping her.
Aww. All right, you guys are traveling across the storage containers, hopping across at certain ends, and till you get to that part again where you see, and Seabreeze, you see this for the first time as you're moving quietly, seeing occasional shadows moving around storage crates in the distance. You get around one when Kasten's leading, and you see a treasure chest, and there's a string dangling a ring above that treasure chest, just moving back and forth in an open little section surrounded by several containers. Kasten keeps on moving, and what do you guys do? Do you just follow?
Can I shoot my grappling hook gun at it?
Suspicious is the thing.
At the ring? Or at the treasure chest? What are you doing?
At the chest.
Okay.
So, like, I want it, like, what I'm trying to do is, like, claw game it, or, like, overshoot it just a little bit, grab behind it, and drag it toward, away from any traps, spring any traps that might be, like...
A mimic?
Okay, so...
Yeah, if it's a mimic, it'll just eat my fucking grappling hook, and I'll be like, fuck, whatever.
So you're trying to hit the treasure chest with your grappling hook, so roll a hit.
Okay. Ooh, that is a 21.
Okay, your grappling hook goes over and hits the treasure chest and immediately gets sucked in like some liquid, and the two beady eyes come open, and it opens up the mouth of a mimic right above you, and it now has your grappling hook pseudopod stuck to it. And Kasten just keeps on running. Andy, what do you do?
I just bonus action dash and shoot it with the thing.
Okay, you're following after Kasten with a roll of your eyes. Roll
I'm
attack.
gonna shoot it with the thing. That's a 23 a hit.
23. That does hit. Roll your damage.
So that does. Let me check the damage of it.
Curiosity killed the Kenku.
Satisfaction brought it back, okay?
13 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Alright, as the bolt just hits it, moves back and forth a little bit. You're just running by, not paying attention.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like...
It's gonna hop over towards the direction. It can't
Like,
get.
we don't really have time for this.
It can't really get up.
No, it's all right. I'm gonna dispatch it quick and come back.
It can't get up to where you're at from where you're at because of the storage containers, but it hops over in the direction until it's directly below you. And yeah, it's just gonna look up at you.
Can I reach it with one sword swipe from where I am?
No, the storage containers are about 20 feet up, approximately.
Oh,
like
then I'm just
15,
gonna
20
cut
feet.
my cord and continue on.
Okay, so you're gonna lose your grappling hook front.
You could
Oh.
pull it in
Can
and
I
like
do?
stab it.
Or you
Yeah,
can
I'm
pull
gonna
it
do
Are
and
you
that.
stab
gonna
it like
fish it?
yeah, fish
Yeah,
it out
I
and
mean,
sword out and be like,
we literally did that earlier, so it would work.
No, I'm going to
We
do that. I
did
really
mimic
don't want
fish.
to lose my.
roll a strength check.
Okay. I don't want to lose my.
We did
grapple.
mimic fish earlier. It
That's-
did work.
An 18 total.
Okay, you pull it up, and the mimic's now dangling in front of you. It does.
I'm going.
Go on.
What?
I'd say that would take one of your two actions. Just you attack one set of your two things there. It takes up one of them.
Can I use booming blade instead?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Okay.
So booming blade is now resonating with your sword. So are you gonna attack with it or?
No, I'm going to attack.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay. That is 25.
25. That does hit. Roll your damage.
Make a con save.
Okay. 15.
All right, that fails.
Okay.
All right, so 3 points of cold damage. And 9 points of piercing damage and 5 points of sonic damage.
Okay. Freezes and the ice kind of like thunders off with the booming blade, and then the ice particles take this ichor kind of blood oozing out of the creature that gets shot, and then sucks it up into the sword. You can add that cold damage.
Lovely.
It is now the mimic's turn, and it's gonna try to bite you.
Yeah.
because it's a mimic.
That's a 22 to hit.
A
A
what?
22 to hit.
Does it count as moving?
It's right there next to you right now, so it's kind of like, biting you while
Bit.
dangling off
All
of your
right,
grappling
fine.
hook.
Yeah, it hits me.
Oh my god. You take
Is it a super mimic?
10 points of piercing damage and 7 points of acid damage. So you take
Jesus
17
fucking
points
Christ.
of damage.
Are we just trying to get him unconscious again? Like, is this the game?
Hey, I have to say, this is what they saw. Whether they choose to react to it is
That
up
is
to
true.
them.
No, and
But it was a
but
chest. What
it's-
do you think he's gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. It's a little
And-
unfair. Wind Whisper was definitely going to touch that chest.
And Andy, as you
Is it my turn again?
Andy, as you are running around, you get to the extent of where you can see, and you turn back and you just see the sea breeze probably like you're
You
distance
see me
away.
fucking like
Ah,
fishing
God,
with it, being like, ah, motherfucker.
Oh god damn it! I shoot it with my short bow.
All right, roll the hit. This is a straight roll. You're within 80 feet.
This is one of those
Uh,
side moments of like,
fucking
really
11.
again.
I probably miss.
Are you moving this turn?
No, you're right.
I'm a lenient DM.
15.
That hits. Roll your damage with sneak attack. As sea breeze is right there.
It's 3d6. Oh shit.
Yee.
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Okay. It embeds through and it comes out the other end. And Seabreeze, you can see just like the little part of the arrow right in front of your face as it's dangling back and forth between you.
It's not dead.
No, it's almost dead, but it's not dead yet.
I just like, come on.
I'm-
like,
I'm trying. I'm not.
yeah,
Seabreeze,
I'm not trying to be a fucking bother.
it is your turn
No,
now,
I know.
Seabreeze.
You sure?
fucking kill it, please.
Yeah. So my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Cassie's not gonna want to heal you again, dude. If you just
If
get
I
I
maxed,
know.
the funny thing is, if I maxed my dice, it would have done 19 points of damage. I would got 2 7s on the damage for that.
Okay. So I hit you with a 24.
Okay, that does hit.
Right. So go ahead and make another con save.
Okay. That is a natural 1, my friend.
Okay.
Nice.
So you take 8 points of cold damage.
Okay, which you can absorb for points.
Beautiful.
And what do
What do those points do?
That's how I cast the Cone of Cold
Oh,
and Wall of Ice and Armor of Agathase and Chromatic Orb and shit.
that's cool
so-
stuff.
Blood.
Yeah.
Blood freezes and powers up his sword.
So then you also take 12 points of piercing damage. Is it dead?
Stabbing through it, the wood splinters and the ichor comes down, just slinks up your sword as cold ice, and then the mimic falls apart, releasing the front of your grappling hook. And as the
I'm
chest
gonna
falls
run,
down to the
like,
ground,
and-
you just see once more as everything gets quiet, just the ring just blowing in a breezeless area.
Blowing in a breezeless area.
You don't see any.
I
It's
can grab
20
it.
feet. I am gonna grab it.
Okay.
Ring sets him on fire.
Right. Worth it.
Okay. So you shoot your grappling hook. It latches around it, rips off of there. So it keeps the string attached to it, but it's now broken on that side, and it pulls the ring over into your direction.
Okay.
Do you examine it, or do you just run to catch up with Andy? Andy, have you ran to catch up with Kasim?
I'm going to.
As soon as I saw the mimic die, yeah, I started following.
Yeah,
constantly.
I'm going to follow them, but I am going to examine it like while I follow.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide again because I know that I revealed myself.
Oh
Technically.
yeah, may I also take a stealth check?
Yep.
I'm trying to do so many things.
Roll other stealth checks.
That's a dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I rolled an 18. No big.
Mine's a 22.
Okay, you guys are good. Roll an investigation check as you're examining over the item, Callum.
Okay.
I say, if that's cool, I want it.
That's a 19, and I said absolutely.
19. So it's got a very thin band on it that is surrounded by just a small layer of silver holding the band together. The band almost looks wood barken in a way too. At the very it's got green, almost like a leafy structure on the inside around with a single line through, and on the top where the jewel would be, there seems to be a yellow area, a giant bulging circle with a eye slit in the center. Black, blue pupil, and yellow surrounding of the actual eye. And because of your investigation check, you can see on the inside band on like the right side, it looks like there's little teeth.
Never mind. It's a mimic ring.
But it's not attacking
Is
you.
that what it is?
It's not attacking you. It just looks up at you.
Huh.
I'd put that in your bag and be like, we'll deal with this later.
Yeah, let's identify that shit.
No, I want to be friends with it. I want to try to talk to it telepathically.
As Andy's running ahead and you're looking at this ring following behind stealthily, you try to project thoughts into the ring and
I notice teeth and I notice an eye, so I'm thinking intelligence.
you just
And like ability to speak. So I'm like, hey, what are you? What the fuck are you? Are you
it just looks back up at you and the eye just looks at you. You can see between the teeth occasionally just keeps looking directly dead at you, the eye.
Creepy.
do you want power? I project that into its mind.
I hate the fucking what you're doing, Brian, so much.
I'm going to stick. I'm going to stick the edge of my shirt through the ring, like through the circle,
Mm-hmm.
and like pull it so that it's like a napkin ring.
You pull it out and you can see a little layer of saliva on your shirt from the
Ew.
tongues that seem to.
Gross.
Made this.
Yeah, who
I
made
really
this?
want to put it on, but I only have 3 hit points, and if it does more than 3 damage, I'm gonna.
Yeah, no. Let's just, not do that.
All right. Well,
I like
I'm
the game
going.
You
later.
look around to the surroundings and you don't see Andy anymore, and then you hear something crash into one of the storage containers a little bit close by, in somewhat in your direction.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can find Andy?
Yeah, roll a perception check. You have to beat a 30, but
Good fucking luck.
Fuck. I rolled a fuck.
Buddy.
That's
I
a
rolled
nat
a
one.
fucking 30,
Mhm.
so...
you feel completely lost.
Shit.
You...
Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna put the ring in my pocket.
Chaos. That's all that happens with you guys.
God damn it.
I was trying to pay attention. I don't know how I got fucking lost.
Well, I
it's you.
hid.
So you put the ring into your pocket. Andy, you and Carson, with no any issues, get to the end of Forgotten Storage. And on the last couple storage crates before it goes out into the city streets, still not bustling, but as this area gives off that weird vibe that seems to keep people away. But you can even start seeing a little bit of sunlight through from your position, and it looks like it's getting close to midday. It's probably like 11:15 to 11:30.
Oh, God.
You should
Like, I
definitely
I
send
gotta
Peach
go.
to go
Carson just turns around, just
to
like,
talk to us.
is your friend,
Turn around. Do I see him?
roll a perception check.
Damn it. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You don't, and you realize Peach was at your foot, and just like, give me a second.
Thank you.
Runs into the maze.
I just face palm.
Carson looks down at you, Andy, and be
I
like,
face paw.
Carson looks down at you, Andy, and be like, all right.
Yeah.
He seems more trouble than he's worth, but I'm glad you found friends. And
He's just like, I fucking hate that guy.
I promise he can be really sweet.
I can't delay much longer. It seems like that quickling of yours will reunite the two of you. I need to head out. I need to get to the monastery.
Just, I put my hand on his bicep, I guess, and I just go, be careful, please. I feel like this is dangerous.
And he puts his hand on your shoulder and he's just like, just keep yourself safe until I get back. I'll find you.
Especially from that one. And just gestures
And-
over his shoulder.
He leaps off the storage.
I'm gonna pull him into a hug real quick. before
Okay.
He goes.
He seemed about to go away, then you pull him in and he takes a second before patting on your back a few times,
I say thank you.
nods, and he runs off.
Ooh.
A few seconds later, Peach appears with you, Seabreeze, and Peach is just like, alright, are you gonna stick in here all day, or you gonna come out with us?
I'm not trying to, Peach.
Well, come on! And Peach, I'll jog for you, and starts jogging in place as she's
Oh
leading
my
in the
god,
direction.
it's so sassy.
What was
My new
the
favorite character.
patron that went near me?
You looked around, you didn't see anything, and you don't hear anything now. You could wait around.
Fuck,
to see
I'm
if
just
you-
leaving.
Okay.
All right, I'm not gonna continue.
Yes, please
All right.
do.
Does Zolo have identify?
I don't think so.
A few minutes later, 2-3 minutes later, Peach ends up showing up with Seabreeze on top of the same storage crate, Andy, and you two reunite as you are looking out into the city outside of the maze.
Okay, I'm pretty hidden still. I'm just gonna wait until the coast is clear and head towards the closest teleport spot. I'm gonna say, could you tell Serenity, because I know that she doesn't love telling Rain things. I'm gonna say, can you tell Serenity that I'm going to be by the bridge at noon? I'm heading there now.
I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, I could use a little bit of, extra motivation, and just looks back over towards Seabreeze. And it's just like, what? You guys put me
no.
in life-threatening situations here,
Pretty
okay?
fucking fair.
No, 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 no.
I give her 5 gold.
No, I'm gonna scream at her. Get the fuck out of here, Peach.
Stop it. I give her 5
Takes the
gold.
gold.
I gave her a platinum piece earlier.
Takes the gold and just. Well, I'll deliver your message. Serenity.
Thank you.
Serenity says thank you, by the way, to Seabreeze, and then hops off and runs.
I flick him in the head. Not to do damage, just like
Just
Knock
knocks
me
him
unconscious with a
unconscious.
flick. I
Carries
fall
his
off the
body.
fucking thing and break my neck.
I just say behave yourself, and I flick him in the head.
That was rude of Peach, though.
She could have died in there.
We all could have.
Yeah, but she has,
but
like,
she
3
didn't sign up
HP.
for it.
I didn't ask her to go in there.
Serenity did, and I'm gonna head toward the thing.
You hop off the edge.
Yeah. Once I know that there's a clear coast,
Okay, what do you do, Seabreeze? Do you follow? Like, what are you doing?
I
Yeah,
take off the.
I'm probably gonna go
Yeah,
find. I'm probably gonna go find Rain and Delson. Maybe take a short rest somewhere too.
Okay. So are you guys?
Actually, I can't even take a short rest. I don't have any more fucking hit dice. I'm stuck at 3 HP for the rest of the day.
Ha. Cool. That's good.
Hey, if you go to the monastery, there's the healing pool.
You could hang
Yeah,
out.
because a cleric's gonna want to talk to me.
All right. So do you guys walk together, or are you separating? Because Andy's going towards the bridge. Seabreeze.
If
you're
he
trying-
wants to come with me, he can. We're gonna have words if you come with me, but you can come with me.
I do want to come with you, and I do want to talk to you. I
Okay.
thought I had that more in hand than I did, and
on top of the crate before I slip back into the crowd, I want to change how I look. You know, take off the black cloak and the black
Mhm.
handkerchief. Just so
oh wait,
that
I have to go
look
back
like
to
a normal
the hotel.
person.
Can I talk to you before we part ways? Because I have to go back to my
Sure.
hotel and grab my shit.
Sure, you can come with me to the teleportation spot, and then you can head back.
Perfect.
Closest teleportation spot to you guys is about a 10 to 15 minute walk. So you guys
Cool.
have a few minutes to discuss as you're heading out in that direction.
Under my breath, I just go, "Are you happy?"
No, I'm not. That was terrible. I expected that to go a lot differently. Also, I didn't think you'd be here.
I had to come. It wasn't. I didn't think you'd. There's something going on with me. I don't know if I should talk about it.
Are you safe?
It depends on how you think of safety.
None of us are safe. I know that. I know you're not safe.
Hassan says I'm important.
I'm gonna
can
stop
take
you
that
in the
for what it
street, and I'm gonna like grab your wrist, and I'm gonna say you are important, and we're gonna protect you. Rain, me, Delson, Serenity, Peach, and I'm gonna like grumble at that.
Peach is fine. She's just a delivery girl.
No, I know she's fine. She is fine. I know. I'm all
I get you're grumpy, but
cockatieled up.
look, I'm worried about Yic. I don't know if he's dead.
He's not dead. I'm almost positive.
I'm worried about those paladins we left back there. They could be dead. And you bet your ass the guard knows that they were with you. And I'm talking under my breath and like in thieves' can't.
So all I can say to that is that I'm here for a job. It happens tonight. I'm gone after that. I don't need to stay in the city. I'll just find a ship. That's, the ocean is my home. I need to be able to feel the storm all the time. I feel like I'm cooped up here, and it's not good for me. It's clearly not good for the people around me. So I want to do this job with you, and I need to do this job for me. But then I'll probably leave. And all of the problems that come with me being here will go away. The guard, you can tell them whatever you want. You can if anyone comes asking about the heist, tell them it was me. They'll come chase a ship that's long gone. Rain will be thrilled.
You're not wrong about that.
No, I'll be the perfect scapegoat. Just like wear the best friends forever t-shirt to bed or something.
Look, I'm not actually mad at you. I'm just a little frustrated with how things went back there.
Yeah, no, that sucked a lot. I completely got cocked over, and I really thought I'd be able to. I thought I was more sneaky with the paladins than I was, and I thought I'd be able to manipulate them even after they found out. I also thought that Yic was less of a threat than me. Basically, I overestimated my ability.
Or underestimated his.
Probably a little of both. Probably a lot of both.
And he's just gonna like stretch and shake out the willies because he
I'm just
doesn't
gonna
feeling like this.
stretch my neck and just like wince and be like, I almost died again.
I know you did, bud. Look,
But
if you want to
it's a
come to
good
the
day.
monastery with me later to heal up, you can. You're gonna have to behave yourself.
Behavior is my middle name.
Uh-huh.
Bad's
Your
my
first middle name is Bad.
Yeah, well, that's what I. Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
Okay. You guys are approaching where the fast travel location is.
I slip in, use my string.
You can see a little goblin man. How's your day going, folks?
Pretty good.
You,
Fucking shitty.
You mocking me?
Just
Not at all.
Well, it's the nicest anybody's treated me so far today, so.
Aw, I'm
Aw.
sorry, man.
Wait. I'm gonna give him. Wait. Fuck. Shit. What do I have to give him? I'm just gonna give him. I'm gonna give him a fucking platinum piece, and I'm just gonna give him a hug too.
Oh my fucking god.
That's the nicest anyone's treated me all day, man. Like.
I'm taking the rest
Have
of the
a good
day off
day.
here. Where do you guys want to go?
I have them in my notes.
Yes. No.
1 second. Where's the
Also-
Which one is it at?
Stilhar
The,
is north. Iaduar is east.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, and where's the bridge?
the bridge would be north, so Stilhar. Where the
So still hard.
Where am I going? Because I have to go back to my hotel.
for you,
Right.
it would
And then I have to get the fuck out of Dodge because they're gonna probably show up at my hotel looking for me.
for you at the
True.
hotel. You need to get over towards the Infinite Rainbow, so that would be Iaduar.
Okay. I say my buddy's going to Iaduar. I'm heading to Stillhar.
All right, one at a time.
Oh, and then I'm gonna ask the goblin guy where I can find out about what a ring does.
Well, if you're going to Iaduar, you can probably find somebody to figure out if there's anything magical about it. Just gotta get to the right crowd. You don't want to get involved with somebody you don't want to.
That was the most vague thing you could have said, man.
Hey,
But
it's a
thank you.
sketchy, it's a sketchy place down there, man.
That's fair. That is fair.
You're not wrong. I'm gonna head in because I'm sorry, buddy. I'm kind of in a rush.
There's some. Okay, hey, Stilhar, and he puts it on one at a time. Go ahead.
I jump in.
And boom, you disappear. He turns the nod over once, and the portal lights up in a different way. And he said, "Those of you, there's somebody not far from the entrance. Same's Pinkleton, as far as what people call him down there. Shady. He thinks he does more magic than I think he can, but he might be able to help you out for a cost."
Thanks.
All right, now get out so I can close down.
Have a good day, man.
You
And I'll like
too.
pat him on the shoulder and hop through him.
Boom. And as you guys both got sent out to individual locations throughout the entirety of the city, we can go ahead and let today's disaster end.
Making Brian's life even harder again.
Look, I have a plan and I am following it. I told the rest of the group where I'm going. They can meet me if they want.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what my ring does.
Mm-hmm. You can definitely find out on the next episode.
With all of
that
your 3 hit
disaster.
points.
Well, I can't find out right now because it's gonna eat my finger or something.
Going down to
Or
a
like-
shady part of is this the city to identify a magical item? What can go wrong?
I'm gonna get mugged, Brian,
Yep.
probably, and left for dead in the gutter,
All right.
obviously.
Well, thank you guys for coming back. I'm glad I can finally get this
Yeah.
all set for you guys to do this and advance the story a little bit
Good time.
further. Once I have everything ready for 28B, we'll get everything on the more relaxed side with rain and everything and see how that fucking goes.
We'll see how relaxed that action
With
ends up
Paul
being.
returning, so... which Andy and Seabreeze don't even know about yet, so... Alright. But hey, thank you guys so much for coming. Give us a like, subscribe on Twitch, follow us on YouTube. We're still going to be doing a disaster cast at 10 today and trying to release as much content as we can in this time period. But I hope you guys liked it and have a fantastic night. Good night. And now I need to do this. Oh god, end card. Transition. Sounds. Ah.